Alright, welcome to Lizards and Locations. I started with the fucking word alright. We had this whole discussion about how I say alright every time, and the first word to come out of my fucking mouth was alright.
Yep.
That's 4.
And now everybody knows some shots.
Drink. And now our entire watching base that's doing that is now dead.
Listen, sir, I'm going to be real with you. If you start your spiel with anything other than alright, you're a stranger to me.
He's dead to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you don't say alright, we think it's still the sound check.
Actually, though?
Well, we're getting ready for our session 8 of Strixhaven, Syllabus of Shenanigans. With that being said, before we get into the recap from session 7, does anybody have any announcements at all?
I'm very tired.
Bueller? Bueller? Tired? Sexy?
You should totally join us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and Patreon and I think that's it. Those are the places that you can find us for social media, and we do things every day to kind of like get you into our world.
Also subscribe, I guess.
Yeah. That's
and run D&D. Yep.
Love this shirt.
As the kids
Also
say,
Baby Groot
run
on the boobs.
Also, Papa Bear.
Also, I actually like the texture of that one. There's like a grid line. It makes me think of like a
he looks
like a micro trip.
He looks like Bismuth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell
You
on
look
the
like
camera,
Bismuth.
but...
Well, you know, people are going to be zooming in on you. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Dakota?
Yeah. Trying to get all this.
Like
Bismuth.
Charlie Chaplin.
Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin.
Sure.
You really are tired.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea.
All right.
Why are you looking at me like
Chaplin
that?
Bismuth.
Because I don't get your reference.
You don't know what Bismuth looks like?
Apparently not.
It's a crystal.
Babe, I'll show you a picture.
I got you now.
Yeah.
No, now I know what it looks like. I didn't know that's what
Are
it
you
was
sure?
called.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's an element, yes.
Yes. I did not know that's what it was called.
Cue the music. Welcome back. I
Art was
almost
so
said
amazing.
it. I was so close
The
to
part
saying
was
it.
so fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Why didn't you say alright? Who the fuck are you?
Are we
Are you an
starting?
imposter?
I'm not aware if we're
Doppelganger.
starting or not.
I'm gonna.
It's impossible
It's
to know.
impossible to know. This is a sound check, I think.
All right.
Whoa,
Oh
yeah.
God, John's an imposter!
We're starting, boys.
Previously on Lizards and Locations, episode 7 of Strixhaven.
8.
But previously on
Oh,
episode
previously on
7.
7.
Yeah, now it looks like a fucking asshole.
Me. It's
Me,
me.
because it's only my fucking camera on.
I'm pointing the camera anyway. No, switch it to me.
Oh, let me just.
Switch it to me.
Sorry, no, it's a process.
Yeah,
Okay,
switch it
side
to me.
left.
It's me. I look like an asshole. It's me. All right.
No, go ahead. Just give your fun fact
That's
too.
it.
Go do your correction as well, sir.
Oh yeah, it's Bismarck, North Dakota, not Bismuth.
That's true. We learned a lot today.
And back to me. Our lovely ladies experienced their first lab day. It was day 7, and Astra skipped her morning lab since she had 100 in the class. But skipper, I would write you up for a referral, but you're lucky. I wasn't the professor.
Oh, fucking tell me I'm bad, Mr. Stacy.
Nope. Nope.
Go get that yardstick that's bigger than I am.
Yeah. You may think John's turning red. Yes.
I'm almost sorry.
Professor, there's just something about you.
Oh god, we're not doing 3 houses in here. But Cotton went to hers, which was STEM.
Sure.
Luckily, STEM Lab was in Witherbloom with Professor Lisette. And correction, I think earlier I said that she was a dryad. She is a human. Lisette is a human. Professor Geralda Ling is the dryad, just to be clear on that one. Their task was to practice administering care to injured students in the infirmary. And so you had to go to the different students, help them out. There was a guy with like a broken arm. There was a really messed up quadricep that was really bad. There was the person you had to calm down who was feeling really anxious. There was a polymorph going on with that one. Regardless, you had to help out those injured students in the infirmary over in Wittershin's Hall. After Cotton was done administering care, you traveled deeper into the Sedgemoor Bog. And there, you guys were going after your mission, of which was essentially to collect 4 different herbs, which were marshide, blimberries. You had the moon grapes and Hades hair that you guys had to go around the bog, find those, collect them, bring them back to your professor. This was to help out with the griffins that were going through some type of curse, disease, poisoning. Something was going on there that shouldn't have been. You guys were attacked by some grunglungs, not grunglungs, sorry, bullywugs. I mess up my frog people. Not all frog people are the same.
Wow.
I know.
Speaking of Otto von Bismarck.
You guys fought some giant toads with the extra help of, well, you had Meliform with you, you had Greta. Other than that, you guys were victorious against the attackers, so that worked out well. And then you guys went off and did your labs. You know, it kind of continued the rest of the day. We ended the session with we talked about our lab roles. We did our weekend stuff, and then there was a really big event for our life and death lab, in which you guys went out 10 p.m. to midnight, and you guys were surrounded by Starspawn. And so I don't know what you guys recall, but you were surrounded, things not looking good, and then came Valentine, and with the assistance of some boots of haste, he quickly took down those Starspawn. I mean, there was over a dozen of them. Just done, slits, their throats slit, and he then instructed you guys that during labs, you guys are going to be essentially hunting these Starspawn, clearing the campus of them. Kind of a big task for you guys. We finish going into our second week of school. It is now Elasis 11. With that being said, it is the morning of day 1 of school, or day 11 of school, I guess. What do you guys want to do?
I have to say, I believe that the Boots of Haste might be like the most powerful magic weapon or item per like its rarity.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally up there with like Staff of the Magi in terms of like how powerful it is for what its tier is.
Yeah,
I will
it's
sit
so
down
good.
to breakfast with her and say, "Oh my goodness, you're so right. Boots of Haste are ridiculous."
I definitely know what these things are.
I don't. What are Boots of Haste?
I don't know.
See, they're boots, and you put them on, and then you're hastened, and you can move really fast.
Like how fast?
Well, as if the spell Haste was cast on you. Like
So
twice
pretty
as fast.
fast.
Need some boots.
Well,
Yeah,
if it's the
I love
first,
those things.
if it's a school day, first thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna wake up, we're gonna have our breakfast, we're gonna go on our morning run.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Boots
Yeah.
of Haste for sure.
And that's why we're on Boots of Haste.
No, we're gonna talk about Boots of Haste once you guys wake up, which is after we come back from our run, probably.
Let's get our athletics check to see how we did.
Oh,
It was an 8.
I also got an 8.
What was sad was I could see,
Oh,
well,
no,
I would have
no.
won that one.
It was a natural 8. Hold on. It was a natural 8. I need to add my modifier.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
probably.
you didn't roll natural, you rolled
I
up
rolled
to
a
an
natural.
I rolled a 9 and then down to an 8.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 14.
14. Okay. Not a particularly standout day for either of you guys in your guys' run, but a good day to in which things seem a little bit more normal, in which you are slightly picking up the pace more, right? Than your sister, and your sister is still doing good. A little bit more labored breathing than typical, maybe. But other than that, a good morning run with a little bit more exhaustion than you're used to at the end of it.
Just thinking about Boots of Haste.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Uh,
Before we go any farther,
Mhm.
I want to talk about, because I've got my job thing that is talking to Miss Sharpbeak,
Okay, yeah.
and I imagine I have to do that. I have like turn in the things that I did before.
Mhm.
What's the payments for that? Do I get that? Do I just do that like off?
You get that at the beginning, the day 1 of each tenday. So, yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that Astra would have put that in in the time.
You guys
between
have
that.
like in your guys' like where your dorm door is, there is like a mail center. Like there's like a I guess a retrieving center, right? That's an attachment. Like they pull the lid down, they drop the envelope in, closes it.
Okay.
So you would have anybody who has jobs here.
Oh
And
yeah,
just,
I guess I'm putting
just
wood.
one job, right?
One.
So you guys would each get 5 gold, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Sick.
Cool.
No
And
doubt,
then-
no doubt.
Again, not to bogart the time.
There you go.
There's also the dueling club day 2 on day 10 that I had to do. If you want to say like, oh yeah, a thing happened, then that's fine. I just wanted to.
I think we were
Point it
saying for the dueling club for that weekend was that we talked about it. He
Okay.
said you guys are going to be doing your rankings next week. So you guys are going to be doing rankings this week.
Okay.
So
Sounds
there's
good.
going to be some type of fighting. So it would be more of a you guys were sharing essentially what your guys' abilities are and getting used to each other's abilities first.
Okay.
Good question.
All right. Go ahead. That's all.
All right, your guys' first class is your group class together, which is Magical Physiologies, which is everybody that you guys know that's a first year, right? Would be going there. So you wouldn't see like Uzmatok. You wouldn't see Uzmatok there, but all your first years you would see there. Javanesh wouldn't be there either, just to be clear. Javanesh is the owl on your wrestling team.
Right.
So you guys heading over to Biblioplex? Go to class.
Going to class.
Go into the class.
And this is the professor who is a dryad. This is Professor Verelda Lane. All right. As you guys
Number 4 in the wrestling club.
make your way into class, you see all your fellow students. You see Professor Verelda Lane kind of sitting on a desk, legs crossed. Who do you guys want to sit by?
My new best friend Greta.
So you're gonna sit by Greta,
Still sitting next to Mel before.
Yeah, Melly.
Melly. Okay.
Melly.
That's 2 next to Melly, so I guess I'll sit next to Aurora.
Sit next to
You
Aurora.
could drag Melly over to
Okay.
Greta and sit between all of them.
What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
So you guys are gonna bring Melly over to where?
To where Greta is. So you can hang out with Melly and Greta.
Okay.
Whose seat are we taking? Or whose seat are we taking?
Who are we kicking out?
No, there's students that are still around, so I'd say you guys could find a table big enough for you guys.
Okay, cool.
All right.
It's not like a lecture hall. They're like little pod tables and stuff.
It's like
Oh, I see.
more like a science.
Benches.
Benches,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is pretty cool.
With like the black top and everything.
Blacktop. Yep.
Nice. Okay, so it's like a regular lap.
The-
Nice.
Almost indestructible blackjack. Almost. It takes dynamite.
Takes what?
Explosives.
Nitroglycerin.
Oh.
Well,
So
shit.
it's a really nice epoxy resin. Or phenolic resin?
I don't remember what it's made of, but the only time I've ever seen one with significant damage in it was explosives.
Well,
Probably-
that would
probably
do it, yeah.
I think it's phenolic resin. Although epoxy's cheaper right now.
What the hell are you two fucking talking about?
Are the griffins okay?
That might be.
So, the Professor Verelda Lane, she waits for the next 5 so minutes for other students to trickle in. Well, I must say, it is a pleasure to see you all. It was, I'm glad so many of you succeeded in your labs. I was able to meet up with most of you at some point to retrieve the herbs, and I just want to say thank you. I have started administering treatment. We don't know how long it will take, per se, but there have been some positive effects going on so far.
Astra is standing, which doesn't mean much because she's 4'9", but like she is standing up, like concerned.
I can see your enthusiasm, young one.
I love griffins.
I do as well. They mean so much to me.
I love chickens, Eddie.
Chickens, Eddie.
Anyway,
I don't want to rush judgment and say that everything will be okay. You know, final decisions on evaluations are still out.
she's done.
But, it's looking better. I'm curious which treatments are doing the best. I'll have to talk to the attendant. With that being said, this week's lesson we're going to step away from griffins, and we're going to move to a different creature. Basilisks. And so with that being said, how much do you all know about basilisks?
I'm gonna roll to see if I know anything about basilisks.
Nature check, yo.
You know what? I'll do the check instead of doing the impulse thing, which I wanted to just raise my hand and yell nothing. Did we both roll 9s?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Except my nature
Okay,
check is
so-
negative.
I'm gonna be real with you. Alright? I'm gonna be real with you. I rolled a 1, but I feel like flavor-wise, it would be more interesting if Faerun did know basilisks and was terrified of them.
What about this? You know about something that you think is a basilisk.
So you were natural 1. Okay.
No.
21.
21.
8!
13.
Okay.
We both rolled 9s.
Okay.
Apparently there's lots of basilisks at the carnival. That
You're
sounds
kind of
dangerous.
like
Basilisk
Oh, they're
plus
like-
Hall of Mirrors.
Ooh.
your thought is like they're like snakes, right? Some kind of snake, you know, probably big, old, ancient. Yours is like they're more than a snake; they're vicious.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard tales of them. You've never seen one. You've heard tales of them and are just only filled with dread at the name. At this point, you probably couldn't draw one, but the word basilisk you've heard of, and it's like dreadful to you.
Mm-hmm.
You have quite the knowledge on basilisk, and we'll say that your adoptive father
Sure.
has experienced one, and he told you a tale about his encounter. And so you've learned a little bit through that idea. And just a reminder, Mr. Sucre? Sukarek. Mr. Sukarek. Okay. So from what you guys know, and between you letting in some information and Professor Lang talking about it, you know that they're multi-legged creatures, reptilian in nature. They're a horror whose deadly gaze transforms organic into stone, into this porous stone, just at the look of the eyes. Strong jaws, it consumes the stone. However, the gullet in which the stone goes into has a liquid that turns the stone back into organic tissue. So it's not crunching stone; it's essentially
Well, it is crunching stone, but afterwards, there's a way to
no,
get
not it swallows
Swallows it
it,
like it's
soaks in it, and then is it's not like biting down on the stone. It's just swallowing whole, going
Oh,
down
shit.
inside it, and then the stomach fluids,
Okay.
right, are what's really just
see. Okay.
causing that.
Cool.
Travelers sometimes find objects that look like pieces of like remarkably just beautiful, lifelike stone carvings. But they're not. They are once people, once adventurers, shopkeepers, travelers, merchants, right? Seasoned explorers who have gone too far, right? The most seasoned explorers will tell you this, though. If you ever see one of these frightened warriors, close your eyes, because one's nearby. This comes from the fourth rule of dungeon survival by X the Mystical. They're adaptable predators. They live in arid, temperate, tropical climates, layers usually. They have dark vision. They're born and raised in captivity, can be domesticated and trained. They know how to, a trained basilisk knows how to avoid the eyes of their master. Sometimes they would chained at one's throne from a ruler, usually of chaotic nature, typically. She looks to you all and she says, "You will be fortunate enough to dissect one today."
What a treat.
It's important to understand that there's not many ways to save someone who has been petrified by the basilisk. You could use forms of greater restoration. You could also use the basilisk itself, a revivification oil. I'm curious which one of you will figure out today how that works. And she brings you over to 2 classrooms over, where there is a decaying basilisk.
Cool.
This one is about 3 days.
College is weird.
I found this one 3 days ago. Already dead. We have been using preservation methods to keep it. It was found on Louisville campus.
Have you?
Oh.
So, let's roll some checks and see what we can get out of it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do an appraisal. So you guys are going to roll a nature check.
Oh boy. Much worse.
Oh no, did you get a natural one?
Oh no!
People
Well.
who are only listening are missing the faces that Andrew makes when he rolls bad.
Maybe
Can't
I
just throw that
distract you
about
with
it.
the story about my dad.
I guess you can't.
So my father was walking through the forest one day and he went into this snake-like thing, except it totally had legs, right? And it was really, really scary. But he didn't quite look at it because all of a sudden his friend was just stone, and he went, "Oh no, that's really bad, right?"
You're
and
trying
so
to
you
walk,
remember to
and she just
keep
keeps
his
kind of
eyes
stepping in front of
away.
you.
No, after you. After you.
Alright,
I mean, Astra will go, and then with her natural 1, fail miserably.
so a natural 1,
8.
8,
14.
14.
9.
You guys are looking...
Mulethorn, please save us.
That's right, Mulethorn's usually in your group, isn't he?
I don't know if we're actually in groups.
No, yeah, this is always done in groups for this part of it.
Is Greta in our group too?
No, Greta's a different group. You don't want Greta in your group.
No, we have if it's the same groups that we did the first time, it's us 4 and Mulethorn.
In Mulethorn. Okay. Who rolled above? Who rolled a 5 or above? Okay, so and Mulethorn. You guys are familiar with basilisk teeth? I almost said tooths.
Tooths.
I actually did. So as they feed on stone, its teeth are infamous for being extraordinarily hard and sharp. So they're able to kind of grab the stone, pick it, without breaking it on the actual grasping of the body. And they are typically used for tools and crafting, right? They can also be adorned to armor and shields and such like that, and even been used as daggers as well, makeshift daggers. They run about 2 gold for about 2 pounds of them. Okay, so that's what you can get for those.
How much does one tooth weigh?
How much
Bones is heavy.
one tooth? Wow.
One teeth.
One teeth.
Struggling.
2 gold for 2 pounds?
Yeah.
So 1 gold for 1 pound?
Yes. I mean, yes.
You're fractions.
Savage.
boy. You're fucking fractions.
Now
We
Here's
love your book, Hammond's Harvest Book. This is her over here.
I have a question.
Well, I want to
Could
break
be.
per pound.
I'm also being a shithead.
I have a question. Now, with a natural 1, I do have +4, so that would be a 5.
Nope.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
So for the teeth, you said how much is 1 tooth weigh essentially? Quarter of a pound, probably.
What's a hen weigh?
So, for the anybody get 10 or above? So just you and Belfort. Okay. You know about the basilisk eye. So those run about 2 gold for, and together they weigh a pound. Okay, so both eyes weigh a pound. So half a pound for one.
They're 2 gold for 2 eyes.
Yep, 2 gold for 2 eyes. So they have the petrifying gaze, right? It's Gaze, just to be clear. So you got it.
Sorry, you said 2 gold for a pair of eyes?
Pair of eyes. Yep.
Now, are they worth less if they're not in a pair?
Oh, I
Yes.
get it.
As opposed to stunning gaze.
I love you.
How much are they worth if you don't have the pair? I don't know because I don't know that, but
How much are they worth if you don't have the pair?
yeah, like you said, they
1
were,
gold.
But
If it's 2 gold,
no.
both.
But is a pair like worth more than an individual eye? So like an eye is only worth
Like
a
anybody
silver.
who's a commodity trainer, it depends on the person. So if someone only collects in sets, then yes, that would matter a lot to them. But that person would also probably pay more for the 2.
The D and the stone. Stone! But fair.
They are prized for their inherent magical properties. Obviously, they're able to turn to stone. However, it is dormant the moment they are slain, right? So the moment that the fluids are rushing, right? That's when we see that disconnect of what would be their power. They are used in crafting basilisk gaze poison. It's a poison that you can get if you're able to extract it correctly, right? And you're able to get the fluid connected to it. You could recreate by alchemical means a way to petrify. 15 or higher. You got 14, right?
Yep.
So this is where Mellithorn is going to help you guys out. You got a 16. And so they say that we also got to get the bile of a basilisk. Specifically 2 vials of it.
Ooh.
Okay? If you can get 2 vials of it, it's about 6 gold. It is made for also making the poison, but you can make it a oil that will help revivify the person out of the actual
I mean,
stone.
I'm not writing any of this down because my character doesn't know it, but
Mhm.
Well, I figured Melly told us about it.
What was that?
I figured Melly was telling us about it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
helping us fill
Yeah,
out our little worksheets.
Yeah, Mellithorn's like telling you about this stuff. So Mellithorn's going to explain that it is a misconception that the basilisk digest stuff. They don't. Their internal fluids turn it back into organic matter. So if we collect the bile, we could essentially give it to an alchemist to make an oil to counter the effect of the gaze.
An alchemist.
I thought you were gonna say like counter gay. Finally, the counter to the gays. Oh no! Destroy it.
Destroy it. Destroy the counter. Gay supremacy.
What is it? Gay pride, then gay wrath, then gay sloth, and now we're in gay. Fucking-
Gluttony. I'm in gay gluttony.
There we go. That's a good one.
Water, 35 liters. Carbon, 20 kilograms.
According to Florida, we have just made a lot of people gay.
True.
Just to be clear.
Everyone now, who's listening right now? I'm sorry, I don't make the rules.
Yeah, Florida's like, oh, you said it.
Must be gay.
You're
gay.
You're gay now.
You gay now.
So,
I was
without
born
further
this way.
ado, we cannot say enough. Gay, gay, gay,
Gay,
gay,
gay.
Everything is
Gay.
gay.
Can you tell that someone here is a teacher?
So,
Mr. Stacy made me gay.
Florida school teacher fired for making his D&D.
Everyone is
Wins
gay.
massive lawsuit.
Just kidding. I'm gay because I was raised on heavy metal.
Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. Alright. You have Verelda Lang walking around and she sees you guys and she listens to Mellithorn talk. Very good. Very good, all of you. Are you a fan of basilisks as well?
No, not as much.
Well,
Just like kind of looking at it, like you can kind of see your brow, kind of.
I believe
furrowing.
every creature in nature is necessary, and they do their work just like a bee does.
It's not that I don't respect their place. It's you asked if they were a favorite, and they're just not.
That is, especially compared to a griffin. Yes.
Right?
If
I feel the same.
anyone had looked closely enough, they could see Farah's hair standing on end.
Yeah.
She's
So-
like,
Hold on.
That whole ass.
I do notice, and I'm like, oh, you're really fluffy today.
thank you.
I'm too distracted by being bad at something.
It
It's
is
very upsetting.
Professor Lane looks to you. It is rather humid. Yes.
Just the humidity. It's getting me.
She walks over to the next group of students, and she goes, "You could skin it and use it for clothing. That is something that is done.
Oh, Greta, babe.
But I was like, I need some boots and
I'm all for that. Snakeskin boots all day.
And she's like, right? I just thought snakeskin was a okay. What about the legs?"
You should use all parts of the animal, you know.
Boots.
Professor Lane. Right. So let's start the dissection process. And, well,
I love the complete.
once again, your group has done the best. So you will be getting the bile.
2 vials, right?
2 vials.
Visibly
One
nervous.
is required. 2 is a complete pass.
Excellent.
She looks over to Greta's group. You guys can manage the teeth. Shazu, I believe you can get the eye. And let's have the other eye retrieved by that group over there. And, she's just kind of looking over to different groups. Alright, I need a dex check with nature if you're proficient in it. So it's a dex check.
Oh, just
And
a
then-
straight dex check?
It's dex, but add proficiency if you're proficient in nature. This is for harvesting.
A dex check. Not a save.
I'm not lucky.
I rolled pretty good, but I don't have a bonus to. I'm not proficient in nature.
I'm definitely not proficient in nature. This is not my class. I'm in it because it was required.
Pretty much.
Same.
Alright, what we got over here? We'll start with Cotton.
9.
9.
That was a 6.
Oh.
What we got for Farah?
Actually, I'm
You say 5?
Well, actually, wait. You said dex, so it's just the dex modifier.
Dex plus
Yeah.
proficiency if you're proficient in nature.
Yeah. I am actually proficient in nature.
Are you guys
so
a plus 2 or plus
it's
3
a
now?
7.
Still
Right.
plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
plus
So dex plus is my plus 1. So my dex is plus 2, and then nature is
Another
proficient plus 1.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
So you take your dex plus your proficiency.
So maybe it's only plus 1 because she has a
Oh,
negative
plus 4.
intelligence.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, proficiency is a plus
So
2.
actually, I got an 8.
Oh, just plus the proficiency.
Yeah, plus your
if
proficiency.
you are proficient.
It's essentially a nature check, right? But using dex as a base instead of wisdom as a
Yeah.
base.
I see. Okay, yeah, I
Which is
got
what we
an,
were talking about earlier, using.
I got an 8.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
16.
16.
Just the modifier, not the save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12.
12. Okay. Between you
16.
and Melathorn,
Okay.
you guys go over. Melathorn gets the first vial.
Mm-hmm.
You get the second.
Yes.
First, just kind of like, she's like trying to, like,
I was
It's
I was
okay,
dreading that it was like an
Farah.
easy 20.
Yeah, it's
So
the
Do you want
as you
tea
get the
or
vial
Mallard's leaf?
into the vial, Professor Delane walks over. You all just completely amaze me. Outstanding work.
Take a puff from the Mallard's leaf pipe.
I'm going to give you all some extra credit for this homework assignment we have this week.
Nice.
nice.
So mechanically, you have advantage on your. Sorry, you have a D4. D4.
I was like,
Sorry, not advantage. Sorry, a D4 on your.
I was like, advantage? Well, I never. Well, I Never. And here I thought I was going to have to perform services. Whoa. No, just kidding.
Were you though?
You see, nay. Fair though, it's a different story.
Alright, so
The
you
man
guys,
and the character bleed together. No one can tell the difference anymore.
let me roll for Greta's group.
Bless them.
Okay. You have the minus. Greta's group are able to get the teeth DC of 5, so it wasn't hard. And they get 2 pounds worth, so they get all 2 pounds. Shazu's group. Shazu's group does not succeed.
Oh no!
They as they're getting the eye out, knife slips and cuts it straight down, like right where the pupil is, and just cuts into it, opens up, and fluid's just like an egg that's been poached.
Did it get all over Shazu's
Huh?
shirt? Did
It
get
does
all
not go over the
Shazu's
shirt, but it's all over the hands. You just see the fluids going down the hands.
Oh.
It's not super fluidy. It's more like Jello inside eyeballs. However, I am curious.
Mhm.
Not Vassy married.
Mhm.
I am curious if because like when you do eyeball dissections, the area with all the rods and cones and
The retina.
neuron-
The retina?
Yeah, well, it's the specific part of the retina
Sclera.
that's got the refracty thing, and it's rainbow and really pretty because it's designed to absorb
Mhm.
light,
Like bismuth?
like bismuth.
Is it the square?
And I
Sclera's
want to
the
know if it's got
right.
any cool colors or anything in it.
The colors you can see in the actual basilisk eye itself, like where, gosh, it's not the phobia, it's the, I know you're talking about, and I can't think of the name for it.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Corny.
there is a purplish
Sorry, just clear-
with a
clear
just hint of dark green.
Oh, divine.
So like a kind of Joker themed a little bit in that sense, like that color combo.
Would the eye still be jello-like if it was rotting for a few days?
This was done. This was preserved though. Just to
It
be
was
clear.
preserved.
Yeah.
And if they probably preserved it magically, but when you preserve things with ethanol or formaldehyde like you would in meat space, it gets even denser.
Isn't it like loose jello though? So it'll still like.
It's like Jello that isn't quite done yet.
They actually use zombie goo essentially for preserving. Is what they do.
Nice.
Zombie goo is a natural preservative. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just extrapolate it'll work like ethanol and say it's probably denser.
That's so upsetting for you, Shazu.
He looks over. He even fucking split the optic nerve.
Don't get it on your shirt.
What is with you in this shirt?
That's
You want to take a shirt off? Is that what?
Like,
At least one shot
what are we
of your
getting
shirtless
here?
art?
I
Is
am-
that
Yes, I'll try. But also, I go over and I'm like, the colors are so cool.
It'd be cooler if I didn't break it, but
True.
I know, but at least we
but
know what,
you did.
like, she didn't tell us that it was going to be these colors inside, and now we know. And so I guess it's Astra. What's it?
A learning experience?
A learning
A
experience.
failure on your part.
yes.
It's really cool.
He's just looking like
You know, for
Trying-
someone in cotton candy,
he's
just out here and
trying
just
to
digging fucking like.
Yeah. He's like Inger shark swimming, like, you know. Twirling his knife,
This
like-
one time, and I don't let it go.
You gotta do that shit. You gotta.
With regarding the other eye, by the other groups, they do succeed.
Okay.
And so there is one perfect eye that comes out. You see Professor Froderling walk over. So, Shazu, when you hold the knife like this and you're doing an eye dissection, you're allowing for your arm to immediately scrape out. And so she like tells him like a way to like better hone in and just essentially like control your muscle group.
It is a learning experience. This was not a joke. It was truly what it was.
And so she kind of helps him, and she kind of like, you see her like put her hand over the eye, and like she looks at it and she goes, puts it in a jar and hands it to Shazu. not to be mean, but as a learning experience, and for you to remember.
At least it's pretty.
The smallest cut can ruin the most beautiful things.
It's not ruined. It's purple now.
She looks over. There is a beautiful color to it, isn't there? I like your way of looking at this.
Purple is awesome.
Purple is extremely pretty.
Thank you.
I'm very happy with how this turned out. For my top performing group, here is an oil of revivification.
I assume Astra snatches
It
it.
free to
is
say.
specifically an oil that you slather on a petrified body. So if someone has been petrified, you can use it, and it will essentially allow them to break through.
Does Faerun want to take it?
I think so.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oil is in a flask, so therefore it has 5 uses. Just to be
Nice.
clear.
Oh, nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
vial 3, flask 5.
How much does it weigh?
The actual, like the vial that you're getting, it, you would know better than me.
Half a pound?
A vial and a flask.
Oh god, it's
Think like a Urban Meyer flask.
2 pounds, maybe?
negligibly more dense than water.
Yeah, it's pretty viscous. Yeah.
So, like, a liter of water is a kilogram.
That's useful
Some
in
more.
a system.
I'm
that
thinking
weighs
just
by
like
pounds.
the glass thing is probably heavier than the liquid in it. So
Usually.
how much is just a flask? How much? It's like a glass flask.
If I was to say,
Usually half a kilogram.
So, about a
I'm
pound.
sorry, I know it's
No,
a metric.
Please,
Yeah,
please
okay.
convert this
for our
to
people
American.
who use the metric system, we love you, but
1
I
kilogram
don't get
is
it.
equal to 2.2 pounds.
I wish I knew the liter and all that stuff. However, Celsius as a means to measure ambient temperature is nonsense.
America has failed us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm. You asked me a question. I answered you the only way I knew
Figure
how.
it out. Half a kilogram is about a pound.
No, 1 kilogram is.
1 kilogram
Oh,
is 2.2 pounds.
yeah, 1 kilogram.
So half a kilogram is about a pound.
So let's go with 2 pounds. How about that? Go with 2 pounds. Sound good?
Let's go with 2 pounds.
2 pounds.
Yeah, sorry. I know these measurements offhand because science is a metric, and also I happen to know that a half-liter Owenmeyer flask weighs about half a kilogram because I have to zero the weight before I can put things in it.
Mhm.
And I just happen to read half a kilogram-ish every
Yeah.
time I do that.
We'll assume it's a little less than a kilogram, so therefore about 2 pounds.
Sweet.
Cool.
2 pounds is a good go-to.
What's it called again? Flask of. I have flask of
Oil
basilisk
of revivification.
oil of.
That word is so hard on me, and I don't know
Are
why.
you sure it should be called revivification?
Reviviviv.
Only because revivifiers that it.
I know what revivify is. Let me just
Oil
double
of
check.
stone to flesh.
Unpetrification.
Oil of meat.
Oil of meat. There we go.
According to what I'm looking at, yes.
Okay.
Is it the consistency of olive oil or motor oil?
Motor oil.
Cool.
Yeah. It was made out of the bile, which is,
Yeah.
probably
I'm
not super what we learned what the opposite of viscous was, and I forget it immediately
It's
upon
gone.
learning it every time.
Low viscosity.
Yeah.
Low viscosity. The opposite of viscosity is low viscosity.
It's-
Anti-viscous.
The anti-viscous. All right.
You've heard of
It's not
anti-venom?
wrong.
We're talking about
My brain is
anti-viscosity.
supplying for QS, but
Next up on your guys' agenda
Smash.
is lunchtime.
Smash it. That's right.
So, what do you guys want to do?
We only have one option for lunch, so Isla.
That's what you think.
We have 2 options. Actually, no, we don't, because the
Bows
Bose
Tavern's
doesn't
only
open
on
until.
death.
No, you say that's what we think. Can we do some investigating to see if there are other options? Not that I don't love
You know,
Isla.
the land of D&D, anything's possible.
Why don't we?
see Isla?
Why don't we?
Well,
Yeah, let's go see Isla, grab a sandwich, and we can walk around and see if we can find anything in the meantime.
fair enough.
Okay. You make your way over to Snarlbucks. And it's very, very, as usual, a lot of people are in there. It's a big space. I think we came to the realization that it's not a Starbucks size, it is a very large,
It's like
cafeteria.
it's a cafeteria for college.
It's
a
essentially- it's the
cafeteria
Marshall
where
Center.
You only get sandwiches because that's all Isla makes. Does she make things other than
Actually,
sandwiches?
are there multiple counters?
Huh?
Or is it like because like in like let's use Marshall's
You're using
Center, for
Marshall Center.
example.
Okay.
It's like a multiple kiosk with multiple people doing multiple things.
Do we
She-
just only go to Isla's counter, but there's like 10 other counters?
So she owns the place, and she does have people work there. But there's only like 2 other workers because there's 3 counters.
There are other counters that do other things?
They all do the same food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
we just
not
go to
like
Isla
this
Cookie.
is Italian, this is
There's
no.
not Chick-fil-A, Papa John's.
No, but
Panda
she does
Express.
more than sandwiches. It's just sandwiches is like, what she does. That's the main thing.
Okay.
She's a sandwich connoisseur.
Bread and butter, if you will.
You want to play Pillars?
Last time on Pillars of Creation. I'll take. What's the sandwich of the day?
Sandwich of the day, let's roll for it. Okay. So the sandwich for today is a beautiful pastrami on rye.
Down for it. Let's go.
Slap.
Let's slap that shit.
Freshly steaming.
Down. Heard flesh of steam. You're done.
It comes with a little dip too, like a
Like a horseradish sauce.
Steak
it's not a horseradish. It's like a steak dip. Yeah, essentially. You can dip it into. It's
A jus, if you will.
A jus would be a very good name for it. Yeah. She takes up. Oh, you guys are back. Oh, this is so great. How's your days been so far? How's your weekend?
I spent my weekend flexing on the haters.
Flexing on the haters. I do that all the time.
I believe you.
I do it with my cooking.
Yeah, you do.
True.
Take that, Firejolt.
I smell something really good.
It's my pastrami on rye.
I'll take 4 of them.
I came up with it myself. One day I was like, what if I take this amazing meat called pastrami and I put it on a rye bread? I was like, and I call it pastrami on rye.
No one's ever done that before.
Never.
I haven't met them.
Me neither. That's not
Never
a lie.
will.
Practically a monopoly.
It's a bold statement.
What?
Of the ridiculously bold statements we've made in the past 10 seconds, that might be the best one.
What?
Never will because I'm like the Earl of Sandwich.
Wow.
It's a great place, actually.
That'd be a cool title.
Almost as good as Starbucks.
I like Starbucks better.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Until I
For
take
real,
over,
though, I'll take 4 of
Until I
them.
take over Firejolt, that would be really fun. I'll own both.
You should. That would be amazing
I mean,
because then they could serve food and
Capitalist
it would
monopoly
be such
incoming.
A stupid, useless building.
Is there corporate
Exactly.
takeovers?
And then Alina will work for me.
I would support that fully.
Would you really keep her on? Do you think?
Yeah, she's really nice.
Okay. Sure.
She always says things, and I'm like, oh, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So
That is
she's really
true.
nice.
Okay.
Kind of like you guys.
Sure. 4 pastrami's on rye, please.
Can I get sweet pepper jelly on mine?
Sweet pepper jelly? What if it's sweet and sour pepper jelly?
That is perfectly fine.
Well, I don't have that. I have sweet pepper
Oh, perfect.
jelly.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
So she
Wait,
says,
you don't have sweet and sour pepper jelly?
I do. I'm sorry.
That
But
sounds so good.
it does sound good. Maybe I can make it. You should.
You
Like,
should,
not right now,
You
because I have
could
to
do
figure
it
out
with
the recipe.
like tomorrow, but like with Mongolian beef, right? With the
I have to
sweet
check
and
my,
sour?
my list of what I'm doing tomorrow.
I
Yeah, I'm
don't
free.
know
I
where
can do it.
Mongolia is. But
So, 4 pastrami rye, 1 with sweet pepper,
Pepper
jelly,
jelly.
right? Okay. Anybody else want anything else? Do you guys want the au jus with it, or
Yeah.
yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of 100%?
0%.
You don't want it now?
No, that's the answer to that question you asked me.
Oh, okay.
Bait.
Astra would absolutely take the bait. That's right.
You know, I'm not. Alright, so I'm gonna give context real quick. So when she's like, oh, let me check my calendar. Oh, yeah, I can do it. I'm literally thinking of like those old school computers that are like, yeah, I got it.
Pulls out PDA.
Like super like loud clacking. It's like, and then like you can see like the lines of text forming. Like, yeah, I'm good.
Neo, follow the white rabbit.
Oh, because in my brain I always hear the old freaking modem booting up.
It's always old computer noises.
Let me just put my floppy disk in and check the sketch. We'll see.
It saddens me to know that there are people out there listening to this right now
Who don't know what floppy
that
disk
don't know. Well, that don't know why it's called a floppy disk because it's not like that.
Yeah.
But also, when I say the term weird modem noises, they're like, "What do they mean?"
Yeah.
John, edit it in.
No, don't edit it. No.
No.
I refuse to do that to anyone who listens to this on a podcast medium. To do that to them,
They
that would be
can
very
Google
rude.
what it sounds.
I kind of want.
If you're listening to this on a podcast medium and you're thanking Andrew for not letting John edit in the modem sound, thank him on Twitter.
True. At Osborne.
Hey, remember-
OZZBURNE.
I can always edit in. You can't see me staring at you because you're listening to it on a podcast, but I'm staring at you. And chewing a cheese it.
Yeah, you.
If he does it
Or
anyway,
a random cheese cracker that has no brand.
If Andrew doesn't get any thank yous, John might assume that you actually wanted that noise, and then
We're looking at you, Devin.
There's
Somebody
always a
named
Devin
Devin.
out there.
somebody named Devin is alarmed.
Somebody-
If you don't want the modem noise, not only do you text or tweet Andrew, thank you, tweet John, fuck you.
This is my favorite thing about our setup because I get to see the screen really well. And so Mary's looking at my camera,
Because you were looking at your camera!
which cannot see her.
I looked at the same
Your camera's here.
I'm half asleep!
But I'm like watching.
No!
I'm
I
like
prefer to
watching
think of it
you
as
look,
half awake.
watching the screen, watching you look like.
No! Tell John to go fuck himself! Say your handle!
I want you. Don't go fuck
it's
himself.
at Draco's
Damn it!
Sam on Twitter, and I believe on Instagram it's like John Stacy.
2030.
2830.
Yep, 2030.
The thing about being a top
Might be
model
changing
is to
that
know your light.
I know my fucking life.
Very good. Anyway,
Want to be on?
yeah,
With that being said, the sandwiches, divine.
excellent.
Isla's
Good.
commentary, even better.
Have you ever thought of just drizzling honey on top of everything?
I do that on my own personal sandwiches, but I don't assume for everybody else.
Super tasty,
Not everybody likes
right?
honey.
Super tasty.
Oh yeah, even like honey mustard to it.
Ooh.
Honey mustard with pastrami, by the way.
Honey mustard, absolutely. Just honey, extremely cloying on a pastrami sandwich.
Honey is amazing, and it goes with everything.
I like honey on biscuits.
See, that makes sense because otherwise biscuits don't have a lot of
Now,
flavor.
what if we candied the pastrami?
I don't candy anything because I don't believe in candy.
What?
That's like a construct.
That's so upsetting.
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, I was about to pull out my
What?
2-gallon jug and show you how candy works.
Hold on,
I
I
learned
was,
that-
I
I
was,
learned that one from Alina.
I was confused. I was,
How big is my jug? I don't even know. It's really big.
candy's real, you can eat it!
See, I've got
I don't
candy
believe
right
in
here.
candy.
Oh, can I have some?
It's like Tinkerbell. If you don't
Is this
believe
like
in
the
it
stuff
enough,
that made me
it's
feel
yours.
really, really excited?
No, but I have some of that if you like that.
Well, my heart was racing really bad last time, and so I had a really hard time concentrating. And then I got yelled at by my boss. Not really my boss, but he's kind of the person who one of the deans. But
Maybe just stick to the rock candy.
okay.
We're gonna go and look for other places to see if they have food.
Sweet and sour.
Nice.
Did you not put sour into
I
it?
make sweet and sour rock candy.
It tasted like it.
Sure.
She just had a lemon stuck in her mouth. It's fine. Tell me it's not the most believable thing you've heard about this character.
The funniest thing to me about Isla is how she's so like witty, but then like she can't perceive the danger of a hooded figure asking her to a dangerous location.
Is
Never
Isla
go to
witty,
a
or,
second
is,
location.
or can John just not help it?
Well, I mean, she does think of interesting ways to interact. I just don't think she has the wisdom to parse what is a good or bad decision.
Yeah, I think so too.
As a person who knows her stats, yeah.
Let me just check her stats real quick. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Some people it's intelligence, some people it's wisdom.
But yeah, I think a cursory search of at least the general campus, if not all of the periphery ones, would be a good way to spend time.
Okay. Reminder, you guys have your next classes. So we have some people going to Life and Death, which is in the Biblioplex. That would be my Cotton and Farah. We have Flame of the Founders, also in the Biblioplex. We have Astra. And then Cutting Words for Vasi is your class.
No, your favorite.
So the only one that has kind of a long haul is going to be Vasi to get to their next class.
Well, I can always walk Vasi to like the edge of the general campus, and then just sister hug.
It's just a secret handshake.
Now, what is technically the day of the week? Because it's a 10-day
Day 1 for the week.
Wait,
Remember, they go by 1 through 10.
so you just call it day 1? Like,
In Faerun, they are literally called. It's called the Calendar of Harptos, and so the days are named after the number they are. So day 1.
okay, so it's not like a Monday.
It's called
just
first
day 1,
day.
day 2.
It's called first day.
First day.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
So should we
So this
roll?
is Elasis 11 first day.
Nice.
Yeah.
So should we roll for something?
What are you guys looking for? That's the important part.
Lunch.
Other places.
Kind of
to
just like, well, yeah, like seeing if anybody like has like
get
a car.
entertainment complexes, like a movie theater.
A fucking food truck.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I'll roll it because Astra is phenomenal.
What if it's an investigation? No.
We both
What-
rolled
what checks
17s.
are-
We're doing twin rolls.
Dang, we are absolutely nailing that twin roll.
What was that good name? I forget.
I'm really distracted by the plants. Look at the pretty flowers and the bird.
So
5.
9.
18.
18!
look at that.
20.
Told you we were being 20s.
Winnie the Pooh.
You guys are looking around,
Twinners.
searching. So here's Biblioplex, and inside Biblioplex is Starbucks, and among other things. You're looking outside. Okay, there's that way to Firejolt. That way's the Bosun Tavern. We haven't been in there yet, but we know that they only do dinner and dinner, right? Well, they do drinks
We thought
all
we
day.
did go there
We went there and we.
with Isla.
Yeah, we went there and
You
we
did go with Isla, that's right. Yeah, you went to Firejolt first, and then later on you guys went to Bosun
Yeah,
Tavern.
with
different time.
Thompson.
That's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been
Right,
there.
How much money did we get there?
Shit.
Oh, that's right. That was where the betting took place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a drinking place, and they serve dinner there.
I'll
Kind of
figure
like,
it out later.
you know, your typical like Miller's, but only opens at dinner, happy hour time. And then
Cheeky nuggies.
for you guys,
Mhm.
looking around Firejolt, there's Bosun Tavern, and there are a series of awnings
Mhm.
in which there are food carts.
Nice. I'll get a kebab.
Just got a sandwich.
I'm also getting a kebab. I am small, but my tummy is mighty.
We'll share a kebab. How about that?
That's just like no.
I mean,
my own.
I mean, Vassy could eat it on her own for sure.
Well, see, the thing is that Vassie's like, I could eat one on my own, but if Astra goes, will you share one with me? Vassie goes, yeah.
I will. Asher would definitely. Yes.
Are you
wanna
guys
split a
following with
kebab?
them to the food
Yeah.
carts?
Nice.
Farrell will go to look around, but she's also
Okay.
like dipping.
There's six awnings all along. What would that be? My gosh, the Archway Commons.
Mhm.
All throughout that area, and these awnings each have their own food cart with about 10 to 15 students, depending on which awning they're at. They do seem to be special, like a food truck is. They're specialties, right?
Right.
So you guys are looking for kebab one specifically?
Are they?
I mean, I just said a thing.
Are they about as tall as like a food truck in meat space?
75% of that height. So like go a little. Think of a wagon. So just a little shorter sometimes.
Okay, so I thought it would be really funny if we had to be like, hi, can I get a kebab?
You like the actual where the wood meets the canvas of it would be about 3 and 3.5 feet up.
Okay, so
as,
we're
as a point at
Wait, we're like
5'2", sometimes you still have to do that in meat space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, yeah.
it's still a little
So-
bit of a struggle for you guys.
So yeah, definitely
up on-
craned all the way.
up on our tiptoes a little bit.
Hey, can I get a churro?
Yeah, I was just saying like a kebab as in like a generic thing you'd get on a food cart.
Okay.
That's true. That is the word for it in it.
All right. You see a big burly, like male, like he has just long beard, staff, raven black hair, and green eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. How may I help you?
This is the kebab place.
Yes.
I like beard.
Thank you.
It is impressive.
Respectively, thank you as well.
Could we get one kebab, please?
Absolutely. Would you like what type of toppings and meat, veggie? What would you like?
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Okay. And you?
Or we're
Or
splitting
sharing.
Oh, you split. So just one kebab,
Yes, please.
splitting between the two. You sure?
one. Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Don't
All right.
worry. If it's good, we'll come back.
Oh, well, I hope to see your patronage again. That would be a splendor. All right.
Turns around.
We're going to make him happy. 'cause my
He
bar
seems
is
to be a
low.
furbolg, by the way. This is
Okay.
a race. Turns around, brings back. What's up? Okay. Look. He brings back. It is a steak and pepperoni kebab with peppers. And
That
so,
sounds fucking delicious.
and he goes, oh, sorry, let me just make sure. Good. He puts a little powder on top of like a seasoning on it.
We'll
All
give
right.
it that MSG.
3 copper pieces, if you would, please. Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Oh, hi. You're staring a lot. Would you like a kebab as well, or?
No, not really.
Oh,
You
okay.
just look very familiar.
Look, me. There's only one me I've ever known, if I'm being honest.
That's probably true.
Is there more of you? I've seen people do that before.
I mean, there's 2 of us.
Well, there's
There is 2 of you. Yeah. Yeah, see, there's 2 of them. There's 1 of me, and there's 1 of you? Okay, that's cool.
Actually,
hi.
kind of looks better. We're
How are
different.
you doing today? What's your name?
Faerun.
Sorry. Go ahead and swallow. What was it again?
Faerun.
Oh, okay. Sorry, much. Nice to meet you, Fair. And you were?
My name is Astro Laura Melodious Windcaller.
Okay, nice to meet you, the Windcaller.
Aw.
What is your name?
Oh, my name is Bob.
How did you
Hi,
get
Bob.
that name? Did you give it to yourself?
My dad named me Bob.
Dad named you?
Mm-hmm. He was a really.
Did you steal that name?
Can you steal a name? I guess you could steal a name. I've heard people steal an identity
I
before.
think gnomes do.
I've actually had my identity stolen once.
The Fae do a lot.
They called themselves Bobby. It was really smart. What's your name?
Cat and Candy?
Oh, I'd love some.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Do you really want some?
You said cotton candy, didn't you? Oh, that's your name, Cotton
That
Candy.
is my name, but if
See,
you
there's no
like
food
some,
called Bob, not to my knowledge, at least.
Not
We
yet.
should make it.
Bob's.
We'll tell Isla.
Oh, yeah. You know,
You make kebab?
wow. I never put
Kebab-
that together.
Bob's kebab.
Bob's kebabs.
Yeah.
Wow. It might seem a little, well.
Well, see, I ask about your name only because my father, he always told me that names were very particular and you were given them for a very special reason. And they were very personal to
Well, my dad did sell kebabs. His name is Jeff, though. Jeff, the kebab seller.
Bob and Jeff. I can't say I've heard names like that. Where are you guys from?
Well, we're from a different world.
Wow.
Little place called Texas.
Noted Furbolg Center.
We're not from Faerun, or Torreal, as you guys call it. You guys all Torrealians?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, you're not a Torrealian. Are you like me? Are you one of those Exandria fellas?
I don't really know. I mean, there was the whole, the carnival travels to a lot
Oh, we
of
had carnivals in
places.
Exandria.
Yeah, we're in the Feywild a lot, but we go everywhere. Maybe Exandria once.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I never met you.
That's true.
I met them twice now.
Hello.
Hi.
You just said it. You guys always repeat.
Did you go
I'm
to?
confused.
Have you
Like,
been to the Witchlight
More often
Carnival?
than not, it feels
though?
like sometimes.
Mostly
Did
makes
I ever
money.
go to Witchlight
Yeah,
Carnival?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I've usually stayed in more of the academic places.
Mm.
I've been around, you know. Every once in a while, we'll take a ship somewhere.
By the way, Bob, this is delicious.
Oh, Bob's Kebabs is what I'm changing it to. In fact, hey, babe. You already got it. Thank you.
Bob's babe.
Bob's Babes Kebabs.
You see another Faerun walk out. Oh, hi. How you doing? Hi,
Gay
you guys.
rights.
You guys. Is this
Even
Vassy? How you guys doing? You guys doing good? Is Bob treating you well?
Excellent.
You liking the kebabs?
It's real good.
Really? I heard you guys wanted to be called Bob's Kebabs. I like that.
I think
It's
it
rhyming.
It makes sense. My name's Cade, so like Ka and Ba, Kebab, like we could be, you know, like kind of.
Okay, Bob's.
Yeah.
K-Bob's.
K-Bobs. Bob's. K-Bobs?
K-Bob's Kebabs.
K-Bobs. Bob's K-Bobs?
K and Bob's Kebabs.
Bob's K-Bobs.
K and Bob's, K-Bob's.
Incorporated.
I like the incorporated part, if I'm being honest, yeah. Alright, well, I gotta keep cooking. And then Bob goes, thank you, babe.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Alright, we fucked around here enough.
My skin tone had started darkening up a little bit, but honestly, they were just so pleasant and adorable. Perked right back up.
Bob's
K and Bob's, K-Bob's.
So Bob lets you guys go, and he looks to you and he says, well, you feel free to come back again whenever you guys get a chance.
Will do.
Yeah. Usually out here every other day. You know, I go between the campuses, just so you know.
Oh.
So sometimes you'll see me, sometimes you won't because you're not next to me.
That makes
or will we?
sense.
Oh, you got one of those divination spells. That's pretty cool stuff, I heard.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
All right.
Again, I'm sorry for all of the podcast viewers who didn't understand what just happened.
You got one of those divination spells. Yeah. Me as Vassy looks at Andrew like, what? Shakes head, no.
Somewhere Isla is sharpening a knife and they betrayed me.
We bought her fucking pastrami.
like looking out the window, seeing this whole interaction, is like sharpening a knife.
I'm not cheating on Isla, okay? I go to Isla for lunch. I'm getting kebabs for my after mage tower
You won't
snack.
take Isla Fitzbottom to the bottom.
There's an extremely isolated thunderstorm right outside that particular window.
I have dreams and aspirations.
Turns out she didn't agree to go with that hooded figure. She was lured us to our deaths.
Or
Possible.
You had like that little noise that what's her name from Encanto?
Oh.
She can hear everything. She's like,
Dolores.
but it's
Oh,
but like,
yeah.
like if it was like more sinister though, like Isla's like looking at the window, just like.
Something terrible just happened.
I'm not cheating on Isla, okay? I can have lots of food.
Polly writes.
All right.
Go to the next food stand.
Let's. Are we guys going to your classes? You still looking around? What are we doing?
Let's go to classes.
Classes. All
I'm
right.
probably
So.
late.
All right. First
lot of
off, let's go
shenanigans.
over our life and death, friends. Technically, you're going to the same room, just opposite sides of the room. Your guys' lesson.
Bye, Astra.
I'm right here.
Since we're in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello. Hi.
Okay. So, did you mean Vassy?
You should try that.
That's that's normally when we get to the same room.
You
we
should
split
try
up
that
and I say
kebab
bye.
place. He's just yelling across the library.
We're in the same room, and I say bye because we split off to separate sides.
Mhm.
That's the thing.
All right. So we'll go with life and death first because two of you guys in that class. Valentine walks in. How did we sleep?
Always weird.
Really, really well, Professor. Like, I had a dream about
It's
a
impressively
beautiful field of flowers. They were like yellow flowers, and I sat down in a patch of them, and I started braiding them into like a crown, and it was a really pretty crown. And then there was this like brook that went through the hills, and some trees. Some little birds flew off of them.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And you, Farah?
I slept fine. It was a pretty pleasant experience. Getting the full 8 hours.
Good.
I had a dream I came to class in my underwear. Oh god, where are my pants?
That's embarrassing.
I'll pull out an extra pair of pants that I have in my bag and say, here you go.
Oh, thank goodness. Are they... Yeah, I'm just gonna
Are you just gonna
I'm a
change in
6 foot
front of
tall
class? Are
person.
you?
I don't know.
It's better than my underwear.
Can you just do that in the back, please?
Why?
Because I'm teaching.
Oh, okay.
Take that long to put on pants.
As you walk by back behind there,
You notice that you're in a thong and we're like, woohoo!
you just hear
Banana hammock.
like you get startled as there's a scream. Oh, did I mention the book howlers over there? Sorry. Oops.
The book howler?
It's a book that howls.
We write that down.
It's an alarm system I developed.
Oh.
Yes.
Works great.
Based on proximity.
For what?
When people are going where they shouldn't be.
Oh. Okay.
You can put your pants on now.
Thank you, sir.
You just hear like the thing howling every time you like. It's like a door that keeps opening automatically.
Doesn't this book have a silence button?
Fucking Wilhelm scream, Wilhelm scream, Wilhelm scream.
So, you guys saw the star spawn. I'm glad I was there in time. You see what we're up against, of course. Do you accept the lab that I proposed to you?
Wait, we can say no?
You can find a different class, of course.
Beans.
It sounds really productive and fantastic, Professor. Is there any information you could give us that would be helpful in killing these things? Or hunting them down, perhaps? Or maybe just protecting ourselves from being hurt by them? Because honestly, they're pretty ferocious.
The best thing I can tell you is that they're not unintelligent. They tend to lure people out, sending one out, making it look like there's only one to go, and then the pack comes. If you ever see the Hulk version, like wolves, get out. Run. I'd say do zigzags, but that won't do shit.
What does the Hulk one look like?
Imagine a massive, maggoted, fested creature, just flesh and maggots, 10, 12 feet tall, 800 pounds, muscles, like a Goliath over there.
Stay away from 12-foot tall maggot corpse.
Now, that book howler system you were talking about, if we carried it around and it was set to like 10 feet out, would it like scream whenever something was near it, like a star spawn?
It would. Anything that has blood.
Delightful.
I wanted to say
Oh,
most
they-
things, but that's not really true, is it?
Was there blood on it? I forget.
Huh?
Was there blood on the star spawn when you met him up?
Oh, there was a black liquid. Yeah.
Is the black liquid blood?
It would count, yes.
Okay.
Good question. Farah always with the most intelligent questions.
Man, but
Astro's fucking back of her mind is like.
there's
So-
a disturbance.
With that being said, I want to talk more about creatures that herald death.
Me.
So this week's lessons will be each day we'll talk about a different creature. Today will be about star spawn, which of course they herald catastrophe, mass catastrophe. The next time you see me, we'll talk about banshees. A ghost that usually heralds the death of a family member. Horrific wailing, often depicted as a young humanoid. We'll talk about ravens. We'll talk about hellhounds. That'll be good for this week, and we'll start Spawn, shall we? Here's how you kill them.
That sounds like useful information.
So he talks about they're at their weakest from a distance. So stay distant from them, because they will swarm you.
Rough.
Let's see, melee.
Weak points are hips.
Tragic.
If you
Can
can
I
target
do
their hips, you might be able to slow them down. Let's move on. Flame of the Founders next. Flame of the Founders, you are in the same room, dealing with good old Ragnar, right? Ragnar,
Flame Speaker?
Yep, he's going to be talking to you today about Prismari is what he talked about. Because you guys talked about Witherbloom. He said the next time we talk, we'll talk about Prismari. So, he looks to you all as you walk in. Hello. How was your weekend?
My friend got eaten by a frog.
Oh, what kind? Was it a giant?
Large. Giant is also a synonym for that, yeah.
Did they die?
No.
Ah, what a shame.
Oh.
That's one way to view it, I suppose.
Yeah, you learn things about death. You can always bring them back if you know someone. I can bring them back.
Am I in danger?
She will write that down.
What professor is that?
Ragnar.
Best moves. Not for the camera.
you can't know that we have NPC masks.
Not for the kids.
Wait. Am I in danger?
Oh, I'd like to say in this world, or honestly in every world I've been to, you're always in danger.
Oh.
But don't worry. As long as I'm around and you're on my good side, what could harm you?
I love this consistent coward character that Mary portrays in every class. It's so funny.
That's the bit, is the coward character is taking all of them.
He's in every single class.
So, without further ado, let's talk about Prismari. Specifically, Galazeth. Galazeth Prismari. Yes, that's right. The dragon himself. Yes, himself. I haven't met him, but...
What even is gender?
Have you met many dragons?
Oh, yes. Slayed them even.
Wow.
They make, good furniture.
I feel like Flamespeaker might even be like a surname earned by talking and interacting with dragons.
That's really, I didn't think of that. But now that you say it, I feel a little stupid.
Dang. I'm sorry.
This is rough.
You said you've slain dragons. How many have you bagged?
Only 7, currently. Working on number 8.
Okay, interesting.
I'd like
Takes
to
sense.
I'd like to get 5 more if I could. So, with Prismari, Galazeth, he embodies the flow of magic. He's an inspiration to artistic expression. Yada, 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 yada. Whether through physical form and sensory medium, he's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're into that thing.
Are you not into that thing?
Prismari is a little too full of himself to me. I'd like to go toe to toe with him. See if he's all what they all crack up about to be. The Oriq have hunted him in the past.
Mm-hmm.
They've tried methods of peculiar sort. They've used blood curdling and heated it up inside him. And the idea was that the Auric could take blood and change the temperature. And if you do that to a reptilian, things happen.
Wait, this is gonna be a thing that like just comes to Ash. Like, are dragons cold-blooded?
What do you think?
I feel like at least some of them can. I think about it, like, it's like she knows that some of them breathe fire, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're warm-blooded.
That they're warm blood? Yeah.
Some of
I
them
don't
can
know.
talk.
What is a reptilian?
Someone with.
What is their blood? Cold-blooded, warm-blooded?
There are warm-blooded reptiles.
Mm-hmm.
Rare, but they exist. So.
I guess birds?
I don't know.
Birds are warm-blooded.
Birds, reptiles?
Almost.
Depends on who you talk to.
Yeah.
I say yes.
I wouldn't, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the classification is there for
Yeah.
a specific reason. If
Listen,
not just to be
It's
less
the
confusing.
the entirety of all birds branches off crocodilians.
Yeah, no, I know.
The tegu.
Tegus are warm-blooded.
Did you just Google warm?
It says
No.
can heat itself up as much as 10 degrees Celsius above its normal surrounding or above its surroundings.
The
Oh my
first
God.
known warm-blooded lizard.
It switches on its heating system at certain times of the year.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like as a person, as a player, I know that there are such a thing as warm-blooded reptiles.
Yeah,
So,
no, I
especially
know
in fantasy world. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. What he's like, without getting too distracted from it, he's mentioned. Yeah, he's mentioning this idea of, you guys are familiar with Avatar, and I am not,
Mhm.
but bloodbending
Sure.
is what he's referring to,
Mhm.
and so he's like, Prismari is all about the elements, yes, and the expression of the elements. But what if you could use her own elements against it? What if you could bend the blood? I know it's illegal and everything, but the Auric have done a good job with it.
Well, technically, blood is a high percentage water, and we can control water.
Yes, very good. So could a water genasi be maybe effective at this? With their natural affinity?
I guess so. And then, like she said, like blood is also high in iron, so we can control Earth as well.
Oh, we're getting off the rails.
Yeah. This is how Astra would think. It's
So he spends the rest of the lesson talking about Prismari College and how they study magic, how it's really been relegated to pure aesthetic, a lot of it, but a lot of expression, right? There's a sense that they emphasize magic's beauty and how can we replicate it through dance? How can we replicate it through, forms of not really staying away from the Silver Cool's oratory, but more through emotion and expression of our bodies.
and even visual, like yeah.
Mhm.
So a lot of form, less focus on function.
Yeah, it's about precise perfection of expression.
It's like the exact opposite of Quandrix,
Yeah.
which is the two that I'm going for.
Moving over to cutting works.
I'm still thinking about lizards.
Do we have homework for Flames of the Founders?
He'll mention it at some point during the
Okay.
week. Yep.
Oh god, you're that kid.
Astra is that kid, yes.
I
1000%. Do we have homework?
Uh,
I wasn't even asking as her, I was just like, do we have homework?
Did you forget to give us the homework, Professor?
Hey, are you gonna collect the homework?
Look, man. Astra, did the homework. So she wants that shit to be collected.
I mean, not gonna lie, I probably asked those questions when I was in school.
I distinctly did not ask them because I forgot. But I'm still caught up on Tegus being warm-blooded, and also this reminding me forcibly that there is in fact a cold-blooded goat with forward-facing eyes that haunts my dreams. It's real. They found fossils of it. It's really big. Okay, I'm Bessie.
they call him Jeff.
So at Cutting Words, you find yourself just making it barely in time. And there's your professor. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Your homework in your labs were inadequate. However, let's talk about this week and the next week's lessons. Each week we'll be looking at, or tenday I should say. Each tenday we'll be looking at an attribute. And you will insult it. Bring it to the ground, burn it, stomp it, crush it, rip it, scream at it. You will insult the living hell out of it. Today's is strength. You will find every weakness and strength around you. For example, you're pathetic. You're on wrestling team in Mage Tower.
How'd you?
I know you're.
I never tell anyone that I'm on Mage Tower.
I forget. Did Astra suggest this class for you?
It depends on whether or not I have any proficiency in it. But I'm pretty sure no. I think the Pyromancy for Beginners is the one he suggested.
Yeah,
because
okay.
Cutting Words I picked specifically because I have I have proficiency in Intimidation.
Okay, so that, okay.
And I was like, oh, I can pass that.
Yeah. All right.
For lack of a better term, every person is good at some attribute, decent, average at the best. At the least, maybe. No, at the best, you're all average. At something. You need to destroy it. You value your strength, don't you, Vassie?
Yes.
Should you?
Yes.
Is it good enough?
You want to find out?
Have you won in everything you've done?
Enough.
What is enough to you? Is it not perfection? Is your strength not perfect? Have you not reached your final form?
Probably not.
When will you?
Hmm.
I'm sure your sister's never beaten you at anything.
My sister is very capable.
That's good. She's more athletic than you then.
Absolutely not.
So she's never beaten you.
I let her win.
Nice.
Good. Then destroy her.
I got a better idea. You want to wrestle Hollow Bones?
Hollow Bones. Owlin. Clever. My mom was Brittle Bone.
Fucking sniped.
Yes, I do.
Let's go.
Wow.
Roll advantage because you hit a chord on that one. Okay.
I did fun of her mom's disability.
I'm not even sure if she was telling the truth for that, to be honest.
What is that, athletics?
Yeah.
Okay. Double checking. Non-natural 20.
Oh, it's 20?
Mhm.
Okay. What do you do? How do you rush
You
it?
out of the ground.
What's give me the play-by-play here. What are you doing?
I can tell she's a little grumpy, so I kind of wait for her, actually. I take a good stance. My
Okay.
neutral position. And I wait.
Okay.
And I get ready to, if she comes at me fast, I get ready to go with her momentum on the ground.
Okay. She looks to you. And she takes a step, feints, twists around you. As she gets around you, she goes up, trying to lift you up from behind you.
Mhm.
And you just judo throw her across.
Fight!
She gets back up. Good.
Thank you.
You're getting better. Still average. But getting better at your insults. Look at that gnome over there.
Is it really?
What do you got? Go ahead.
How many names you got?
6.
Strength. Love.
It's too many names. I don't have that many names.
There's a guy that notices this tussle that happened, and he's like, "Oh, is this the class? Like, is this what we're doing in the class?" And he's like,
Name's George Orwell von Redenbacher Snapmore.
This guy has more names than me.
"How did I get outnamed?"
I'm Vesna Galore and Nefertiti Windcaller. Fucking neutral position, bitch.
The name is earned.
Wow.
I can't wait to play
George
more names.
Orwell von Redenbacher Jones Smith.
Who's this kid that you're talking
Oh, he's like, he looks up and he points at somebody. He's like, "You're quantifiably the worst at reasonable deductions." And he runs and he punches this kid.
The kid just gets, completely satisfied. And you see Brina. That's going to end class for today. Intelligence is 2 weeks from now.
Shit.
And she kind of like slowly backs away.
This character
That
will
one-
return.
Oh no, I'm telling you, I came up with my Howard NPC, and because he's in every class, I made them quadruplets.
No. No.
And because they're quadruplets and I saw a Q, they're all Q names. Quentin, Quibbly, Hurley, and Quanathan.
No. No. It's.
I love
Oh my god.
Jonathan is the best.
I'm gonna give them schedules.
All right. Professor backs away, turns around, and we have our next class. We have Chromatic Expression for Faerun, Augmenting Arcanum for Astra, Arcanobotany for Cotton, and Pyromancy for Beginners for Vassy. So let's go Chromatic Expression first for Faerun.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way over to Prismari, correct?
Yep.
And this week's lessons are about channeling sadness into spells. The professor looks to you, Misty, and she goes, "Oh, hi. I've been thinking about how to approach the next few 10 days, and I was like, maybe we could take different emotions for each 10 day. So I was thinking, I was watching some kids play at the park, and it made me really sad because I lost my kids. And
What?
maybe something we can talk about later.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, you beautiful woman.
Thank you for the compliment and sadness.
oh, I'm so sad.
We can channel these emotions. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Sadness can be a power, a tool. I've used it many times, as well as my nervousness. But we can channel it, and we can use it as a strength to our spellcasting. Have you ever felt sadness, any of you, before? Anxious, even? Break down?
I'm sad right now.
I'm so sad. So very, very
This
sad.
is like the saddest moment ever, gosh.
Are any of you guys sad besides learning about my kids?
So sad.
Yes, I have previously experienced the emotion of sad.
Okay, can you describe that time?
Well,
I wanted to get a churro, but they didn't have any churros, and then I had to go to class without any churros.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss.
I just- Oh god.
Starbucks was out of sweet and sour pepper jelly, and I was devastated.
I'm sorry, when did they get sweet and sour? They had sweet. Kyla.
I broke my favorite pencil the other day. And they didn't have another one for me to buy at the store.
Okay, does anybody have anything else that's maybe a little more powerful? Sarah, have you felt sad?
I ate a couple day old pizza the other day and I didn't feel really good after that. Is that sadness?
This one really got away from me.
I don't know if I've experienced the same sadness as my fellow classmates, but I've lost friends before.
What?
Yeah, it's not quite on the same level.
What kind of lost?
Stay in that headspace and find a way to channel that through some chromatic expression.
Sarah, have you ever used it for your playing of music?
I've had to, being a decorated musician in my town, I have had to play at funerals before, so.
But have you used your sadness to actually invoke more emotion from your performance?
I would say it made me more sure of my performance. If that's using sadness, then sure.
I don't want to speak for you, and I'm so sorry for your loss. But maybe sometimes think about the emotion music should make you feel, and think about that as you perform it. Maybe it's like it. I know we can talk about magic and expression all day, but there's more to our lives than just magic. So maybe for you, music. Let's think about sadness, and let's think about those memories. And I know we run from them, we hide from them, we repress them, and we use our self-defense mechanisms to forget them. Let's use them. Let's invoke them. And next week, we'll turn that sadness to anger. And we'll see what the difference is. So that's kind of what the week's lessons kind of refers
Do
to.
you think I should draw like a picture to represent my poor pencil that I lost?
Well, you don't have your pencil. How are you going to draw it?
I'll have to draw it with my second favorite pencil.
Oh, humanity.
At this point, Misty is standing there contemplating all the other jobs that were offered.
I was just like, contemplating life choices. Have you ever been sad before?
Alright, next up is Augmentine Arcanum. That's with Astra?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going over to Mondrix, right?
Correct. Into
Right.
the arithmodrome.
Arithmodrome. You make your way into the remember the cube of water? That's like the portal into it.
Absolutely.
As you walk into it, there's Adrix and Niv. It is good to see you, Astra. Are you ready
My teachers know my name.
for today's lesson?
Absolutely.
We are missing quite a few of you, fellow students. I'm guessing some people slept in from the weekend.
Couldn't be me.
Well, I appreciate your...
Also, it's like 4 o'clock.
Yes, well, maybe they have taken the day off. Skippers, I called them.
Skippers.
I don't know, dude. This class is pretty early.
I know. I almost skipped.
I'd really rather be in bed right now.
Yeah, it's evening 1.
Yeah.
I'd rather be at the Firejolt hitting on that one hot elf that's always there.
God, she's really hot.
She doesn't know I exist because I'm too afraid to talk to her, but
Dude,
I
let's
think we're gonna
like
start
go
dating
there
soon.
after class and like talk to her.
Do I know a silence spell?
Thoron looks to you. Ah, Astra.
Hi, Thoron. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I was talking to the professors before you got here, and
Mhm.
it looks like we're going to be looking at some augmenting today.
Excellent.
And
She's gonna
it's
rub her
gonna be
hands together.
Ourselves.
Ooh.
Adrix and Ev look over. Yes, let's talk about what we'll be doing. Each week we'll look at different ways or specific types of augmentation. This week we'll look at potions.
Potions.
Oceans.
Good old Jimmy Potions.
So with potions, they can be applied to give us abilities beyond the reason. Yes?
Mhm.
Here, all of you, free potion. Roll a d6.
Overlap.
That's like stuck to your hand.
Yeah,
like,
it really caught on. It's the metal one. It's got like little divots in it. Just caught on my hand. But I got a 6.
this is if I was an umpire, I would have called you for sticky substance. And
I'd have to
no
drop my
longer-
pants
No
and
longer be
everything.
pitching and.
Well,
You said 6?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you! You receive potion of haste.
hell yeah!
Oh.
Yo!
Time to get OP as fuck.
Once.
For yeah.
Yeah.
Whole minute.
What does that have uses or is it just one?
A potion, like if you use a potion, it's a one-time use.
Yeah. Okay.
If I say the word vial, it's 3 uses. If I say the word flask, it's 5 uses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it should have been a flask of oil, whatever.
That's what he said.
I thought you
Yeah.
said
I
vial.
did say potion, yeah. No, I think I said
No, you
flask.
said-
Talking about
flask.
vials, but he gave you a flask.
Yeah.
No, here's what happened. We got 2 vials of the bile from the thing, and then as a reward for successfully getting 2 vials, we got a flask of the oil that you made out
Pre-made.
of the bile.
Like already made up and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
While we're doing exposition, my headcanon, every time you say week instead of tenday, it's because it's spelled W-E-I-K. Week.
Oh, nice.
Ah.
Helping you out.
So, each tenday, they talk about how they're going to be looking at different things, right? So you get the potion of haste.
Hell yes.
And Thorhan, I should roll for Thorhan. 5. Potion of etherealness.
Nice.
That's what Thorhan gets. And so, Adrix walks over and he goes, alright, so my brother's not going to tell you, but etherealness, rub that all over, walk through shit. Pretty cool.
Can I roll for Quanathan?
Ooh.
For Quanathan? You go ahead and roll for Quanathan.
You better be keeping track where who's
Quanathan
where.
going to Quandrix.
They're all in Quandrix.
They're all in
Oh, they're all
because
Quandrix?
they're all Qs.
They're all human wizards.
Okay.
What?
He rolled a 3.
Okay.
I'm not keeping track of it because this is for funsies.
There you go. Potion of invisibility for 3.
Wow! One of these days there'll be 2 of them.
Nice. Alright. I'm catching myself saying it now.
Everybody take a drink.
All right.
With that being said, Arcana Botany.
Oh, Arcanobotany. Sure, just look at me like that.
I was just waiting to see if you're ready.
I'm just writing down Arcanobotany.
Botany.
Kat, I think he likes you.
You should ask him out.
That's really
Thanks, you
embarrassing.
ruined my secret. Arcana Botany.
Hello, Professor Willowdusk. I finally got the chance to...
It is good to see you.
I finally got the chance to respect your grandfather and taste his tea, and oh my goodness, he was a venerable gentleman.
He was quite aged.
That is true. I appreciated it so very much. Thank you for sharing that special moment with me.
I thought you were gonna be like aged.
I was good until Andrew doubled over. I just...
We today are going to walk. We are going to walk through the Sedgemoor.
Here, if you want to Oh,
Go to bed.
did you want this right?
We will be looking at identifying plants of all shapes and
I've
sizes.
got some if you really want it. Mallard's leaf?
We will be crafting and acquiring different plants throughout the week.
W-E-I-K.
That's awesome.
Do you have any questions, students?
What do we mean by crafting plants?
We will be taking the plants that we have acquired
Sure.
and craft potions,
Ooh, very interesting.
salves, ointments, items, armor, and weapons.
What about beverages? Like a tea or a nice, like, infused honey?
He's contemplating.
He did say potion.
But
Is
tea
tea a
isn't really a potion.
Tea is absolutely a potion.
Oh my god, is tea a potion?
That is good question. What do you say, student?
I believe anything that is intoxicating can be a potion.
Correct as always.
Tea is a potion? Tea is a potion.
So the
I've
whole
been
week is
making
about
potions my whole
identifying different plants and then like learning what their properties are and what's good for healing potions, what's good, and so forth.
Can I
Very
get
good.
that good healing tea? We'll start calling potions tea.
Pyromancy for beginners, for you, right?
Yeah.
This is where it gets interesting.
Ooh.
As you show up, the brazier from like the spire is like shooting up, just big like blast of just pure fire energy, just shooting to the sky.
Ooh.
And
Warm.
there at the center of it is your professor's dancing, and the fire just bends and surges as she punctuates each movement.
After growing up with my sister and us doing identical mirrored dances with each other, I can't help but kind of, I'm not like trying to dance with her and take away her moment, but I am kind of wiggling.
Low Shakira, yeah.
Just a little hips don't lie.
Well, Shakira. Okay.
So good to see all of you. We will be looking at the main focus now going forward in this class, and that is choreography, flame dancing. We will learn how the flame dance with the best of them, and each week we will learn a new choreo based on a different musical score. And we will cause fire to bend, be crafted, and be extinguished.
Oh, performance is one of the things on here. I'm so happy. Sorry, I had the
No, you're good. With that being said, we cannot learn choreo without understanding the basics. So let's do some pliés. If you could please get into open second. Yeah, feet shoulder width apart,
Oh, okay.
toes out.
Okay.
Now go into closed second. Feet together.
Oh, okay.
That's first position.
That's first position.
Oh, there's closed second where your foot's
Oh,
here.
with the slightly cockneyed, yeah.
Yep.
Some decors do that, which is weird.
Good. Now, let's plie again from closed second.
Oh,
Plie bend.
oh, like that? Okay, yeah.
Oh no, do
No?
not go forward.
Usually third position.
Back.
in ballet?
There's
Third
close to it.
position?
Close there is this though. Yeah, there's like it's based on where your foot meets the ankle. So
Take a work break.
as they do plie, she's like, no, don't bend forward. Imagine there's a wall behind you. Slide against the wall. Keep the back pressed the entire time against that wall.
If Vassy has anything, it's kinesthetic intelligence. She takes one look at the way that her professor is doing the plie and
tightens her core and does it exactly that way as best she can.
Let's do a dance, shall we? And 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3.
Even though I don't have my sword drawn, the dance I'm doing is very much a blade kind of thing. And I don't know if she notices, but it's definitely favoring one side because I'm used to doing mirrored routines.
Mm-hmm. And so she has you going through all these different, going through pliés, going through sachets, and just going through tendu, like all these different, basic rudiments, right, of ballet and dance. And then a lot of it is really about hitting position and holding it, letting those quads build up, letting those calves build up, getting the back posture. Lower back is done. You know what I mean by the end of this.
Ooh, but it's a good burn. I like it.
It's a good burn. Having you do the arm points, energy through the hands, no closed fingers, right? You know what I mean? Just always in control of every muscle grouping. She has you go through lever exercises where she's like, okay, one lever, second lever, third lever, right? And she has you separating the different levers of your body and understanding the motion that you create.
Bassie's doing it as technically perfect as she can pull off, but she's making quite the face. Just very...
Very intense at the same time.
Yeah. The concentration face.
Yeah. And so, and she has music on the back, and it's kind of like this piratey kind of like, a little jig to it. And so the kids are enjoying it. There's a couple of kids who are like, oh, I didn't know, pyromancy, I'm thinking like fire, not like dance. And she's like, she gets up and gets in the dance. She's getting everybody involved. No student left behind in this one. Sorry, your NPC is upside down. If you could just.
It's a bit hard to do the pliés when you got to peg leg, but I give it me best.
You gotta love our Spelljammer crew.
What's a spell jammer?
Oh, that's a lesson for another time.
Okay.
It's a rock band.
Oh, cool.
My leg was taken by a creature of the space nether.
Is that
That
what
damn
rock concerts are
astral
like?
dreadnought.
Absolutely.
Wow, rock concerts must be wild.
All right. Class is done. That brings us to our extracurriculars.
So sorry, I willed that character into creation.
No, you're not. Don't fucking lie.
Were you trying to go over all of them or just the day one?
Just
Day
day
one.
one, yeah.
Day one. Yeah, that was all
Three?
day one classes so far.
I have that many classes in day one.
3 classes in day one.
If we all have 3 classes.
Dang, you're right.
That's married. That's
So
not bad.
what I've done is I've separated our stuff based on when they happen in schedule.
Mhm.
So Mage Tower, you're up first.
And I've gotten my warm up in.
This week's Mage Tower is about 3 things. The first one is positioning.
Oh, okay.
You see, Jarvan,
Mhm.
and he walks up. So we'll be looking at a 2-1-2 formation. 2 offense, 1 sweeper, 2 defense. We need to find out who's who.
Okay.
So, with that being said, who feels like they know what they are already?
Well, I don't cast any spells, so I know I fit wherever that's most good.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. Typically, I like a sweeper to be a spellcaster. They can kind of bounce between the offense and defense. So do you feel more offense heavy or defense heavy?
Spells, you say?
Immediately, Shazu is like, I feel good with sweeper.
Feeling good.
Based on that game we played last week, that makes sense.
Shazu's like, well, I mean, I'm a sorcerer, so I mean, I guess I can play off the spells while also getting my hands wet when I need to. What are you thinking for you? Greta's like, I'm definitely defense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, especially now that you have armor.
That sucked last time.
What kind of defensive stuff do you have, Shazu? Not that I doubt you, because you're really smart, but I know that when we played, you were really good offensively. You knocked me out,
Well, you saw me do the whole magic missile a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So besides magic missile, and without giving away too much of myself, but we're on the same team. So
Damn it.
Yeah, we gotta work together. So
you're right. You're right. That's right. You go to the mage tower stuff, don't you? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely there. That's why I said spells you say.
Yeah. Sorry. Pull up his list.
oh, then I'm absolutely gonna ask Astra what I should be.
If you do ask Astra, I think Astra would probably suggest defense only because she knows that you have a lower base speed than most others.
Oh, true.
That would be her. Like, if you want to be smart about it, that's what she would suggest. Knowing you, she'd probably say you should do offense because you'll have more fun.
So he looks at you, goes, well, I can do a few things. You're saying defense specifically?
Yes, please.
I mean, most of my defense is on me, right? Mage armor and blade ward. I do have a tendency to use fairy fire to light people up. So I guess that could be defensive if you need it to be. Someone's coming at you, expose them.
Oh yeah.
Guiding bolt, make them an easier target to hit.
Don't say that. If someone asks me something, I'll say something, but I'm not going to say anything.
Other than that, I mean, a lot of my power comes from light, dancing lights, light spells, so.
Lots of support.
Support, and then my signature magic missile, yeah.
It's a doozy.
Shazu special.
It's a special one, alright. It's really good.
I could do Dragon's Breath, but that's not really defensive.
It is when it's in your face and you're defending, huh?
Yeah, it could be AoE, I guess, in that sense. You attack the area of effect.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Sweeper.
But Thorhan would probably be a good sweeper too.
Yeah, true.
Thorhan's like, I could do sweeper, but I mainly affect the environment.
That's pretty cool.
I could vortex warp.
Woo!
Astra, is that you can vortex warp too?
Personal favorite.
Who else can vortex warp?
I learned that
You-
one from
you?
I talked to Nev after class. He taught
Nice.
me.
I read it in a book. You know, it is.
Eh? I can do shield. And
That's pretty good.
Shazu's like, maybe you should be sweeper man.
I think it sounds like you could do really well at defense, Shazu, because you have so much stuff that would be super helpful for whoever's in the front, you know?
Because if Greta wants to be defense, which makes sense because I feel like she also has like the big armor, so she might be a bit less mobile. Vassie, what is Vassie gonna do? Do you think?
Vassie's gonna do her damnedest.
Fair.
I'm gonna follow my coaching and fly by the seat of my ass.
Yeah, because Astra thinks that Shazu should be offense because he does have the fairy fire, but fairy fire doesn't impose disadvantage on an attack. It's a press your advantage type of ability. And then he's got magic missile, and he's got dragon breath. He's got a lot of very offensive spells. He does have shield, but shield can be used offensively if you're in their face, like you need it to sustain your attack.
At this point,
Is he? I was gonna say, is he letting everyone choose their position, or
he's
is
letting
he?
them voice what they think.
And then he's gonna be like, "That's interesting. You're all incorrect. I'm putting you here, here, here."
You know,
Now give me 50 push-ups for the wrong answer.
to be meta, like, Vassie's rage will end if she doesn't attack something.
Yeah.
So if the offense is doing so well and nobody's in her sphere for her to defend against, that's also bad.
You would have to wait until they get into your space before raging.
Raj.
At this point, this is when Jarvan finally speaks up. Oh, interesting. You're close. You're close. Here's what's gonna happen. Greta, your
Called it.
defense. We need you and all of that HP, everything that is your life force, holding down at the flag. Bassie, your offense.
Okay.
I need you going in, no questions asked.
No questions.
Straightforward.
Never
Shazu,
question before.
your offense as well. You're her backup.
That's a lie. I ask lots of questions.
I know, it's
Thorhan.
funny.
Thorhan, you're going to be bouncing back between offense and defense. You're our sweeper. Ragdor, you've been working on that suit of armor. Oh yeah, Professor. Your defense.
That's what I thought.
Ooh, that sounds good. I Vassie knows that Shazu doesn't like people in his space, but she can't help this little pattering elbow on his arm.
So he's just like, okay. Quick discussion.
Yeah.
I let him up. You take him down.
Yes.
Cool. Done. All right.
End of discussion. I'm done talking. Stop talking.
And now I will never speak again.
So at this point, Jarvian puts you guys in drills, just working on the 2-1-2 pairings. You know, the hardest one to adjust is Thorhan. Thorhan has to find a way to balance offense and defense while also managing spell slots, right? You know, like making sure he's not using too much too soon.
Yeah, Vortex Warp is really good, but it is a second level spell.
Jarvian goes, that's phase 1. Throughout the week, we have 2 more phases. Conditioning's phase 2. We gotta do more of it. Stage 3 is at the end of this week. We have to have a scrimmage. I need you guys to get friends again.
Sounds good.
Let's have a rematch. Except this time, our team versus 5 of them.
Astra, you want to play again?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Good. If you guys get some more of those friends, we'll be in good shape. First game is next week. This next 10 day, we have our first game. We're not gonna look like fools.
I honestly think it is 100% reasonable in this made-up fantasy world that we've created, or someone else has created, that we are inhabiting, that they call it 10 day a week. It's fine.
It's
Yeah.
spelled,
I don't
it's spelled
think
with an I.
I don't think it matters.
So, in my notes, I typed everything a week. I did not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'm messing up. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Showban's up next. Farah. This
Beautiful.
week in Showban.
I believe in you. You're going to do amazing because you are amazing.
I am amazing. You're
This
right.
week is all about music theory.
Mm.
Oof.
The worst.
You're going to be
Is it?
learning how to read music.
100%.
Can you do since you're Bard, do an intelligence check or save? Whatever. Do intelligence save. We'll do that. Actually, fuck.
No, it's fine.
Intelligence save I'll give you with advantage because you are a Bard. I want to see if you know how to read music already. That's what I'm testing.
Something like that. Oh wow! There we go. Huh, natural 20.
I was gonna say that looks like a natural 20 to me.
You know how to read music.
I just see the 2 on the side. I'm like, that looks like a natural 20.
I wasn't
to me.
sure if you were only a rote learner or an experimental learner, or if you did learn.
Could
music
have
too.
gone either way. Truthfully, it could have gone either way, and I could have just rolled with it.
So you're gonna be
You're a master.
further over the week. Zephia's like, all right. So we're gonna be reading music. We're gonna be doing rote. We're gonna be my personal favorite, sight reading.
Not as bad as theory in general. But
Before we do that, though, let's talk about Dan Portnoy.
oh, that damn
That's how you know the day's gonna be long.
Not the quarter.
So he goes down and breaks. I'm not going to do everything, but he breaks it down from how to look at measure and like what 4/4 means. So like 4 means there's 4 notes and they're quarter notes. There's 4 quarter notes per measure, and he goes to the whole meter and talks
Wait,
about how to read.
I
meter.
don't get it. Could there be 5 quarter notes per measure though?
If it was 5/4, then of course
Sure. What about 6?
6/4 is also possible.
And
Yes, 7/4 is also possible.
I was gonna ask 11.
11/4 is possible.
Wow.
That's a lot of quarter notes.
But most
to
people
read,
don't do it
though.
because they ain't stupid.
What about 420?
Nice. Or 6'9".
Wow, these are great questions. Really, really great questions. No and no.
Ugh, nuts.
So, what you're looking for is
You
what
started
we call-
off so strong too.
What you're looking for is like a 12/8. You know what I mean? 12 eighth notes, and you're not following the drag. All right, so imagine you have a quarter note being the beat, and now you have a dotted quarter note. You know what I mean?
What is a dotted quarter note, though?
It takes up a whole note and a half. Right? 1.5 beats, right? So if I have 4 of those,
What if it only takes up 1 1/4 beats, though?
all right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Fuck.
We're really digging into it.
So he's just like, Farah, I want you to take those 4 students over there, and I want you to work with them on what a quarter note is. All right, I'm gonna work with first year teaching already.
She's just like, I can't believe.
Can't you though?
Well, no, she's more just like, it's like,
We've ruined
This-
Chauvin.
I, it's like, what the fuck? She's like,
We knew Farah was one of the best ones going in. We knew she was going to have to teach other people who weren't.
Listen,
We just crafted those idiots from our minds and handed them to you. Congratulations.
listen.
Now
there
you
was
know
a-
how John feels.
There was a whole, like you would think, there wasn't anybody at Gainesville High School that didn't know how to read music.
A generic high school X.
Just bleep me out.
Beep.
But like, I can think of 2 people off the top of my head our senior year that were playing when somebody told them what to play. They could not read it.
Yeah, it happens with me all the time too.
I know I can't read.
I also. Damn it, you beat me to it.
I have plenty of students I teach how to read. So the
And there's nothing wrong with that. He's very proud of you.
oh yeah, I understand.
I'm sorry, I'm just dead because we have the same brain.
Very good. So the rest of the lesson goes over breaking down from whole, half, quarter, eighth, triplet, 16th, and into 32nd. And so like just going through different notes, talking about the different meters, talking about syncopation in its basic form, how to read those things, how like when something is tied together, how you only play the first part of it, don't play the second part of it. I mean, just going through all the basic music theory stuff that you would get. And then he goes, all right, now let's talk about circle fifths. And then, you know what I mean?
Oh,
he starts
Jesus
going,
Christ.
yeah, I mean, he starts talking about scales and shit. Like, and arpeggios, and he's going through the whole thing. And you are exhausted, not because you have to learn this stuff, but because you're like, I've learned this, I've learned this, I've learned this, I've learned this, I've learned this. Can we please just talk about like ionic scale or some shit? Like, and so you're just like ready to go on to the next part of it. All right, that was all of our events as far as our extracurricular stuff for day 1. What do you guys do when you guys finish your day of activities?
Get a kebab.
Going back to Bob's.
We're just gonna go get a drink
From the tavern?
from the tavern.
We can go to the Bozo.
Ooh, let's go and get some
Yeah.
totally non-alcoholic. No, let's go drink alcohol. Who cares?
Astra and Vassy show up with like 3 kebabs in each hand.
Oh, how was Bob?
Good, here.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. She's like, oh my god.
Alright. So, we can go to the. I imagine we go to our dorm first because there would be no other way for us to communicate that we were all going to the Bozen before that.
That's fine. You guys, you guys could have figured out where to meet, when to meet, kind of stuff like
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
After all that, you guys go get your kebabs, right? And you guys are going to Bo's and Tavern. Okay. As you get to Bo's and Tavern, you've all got to see this. We found these weird toads They were like snuck in. We stuck them into the Jolt, the Firejolt Cafe, over in the lounge.
Oh, I've got to see this.
Come with us.
I'm coming.
Faerun's there.
Sniped.
We're gonna now go over and race the hoppers.
Okay.
Quick! Come!
Wait,
That sounds like fun, actually.
is this like one of those things where it's like it's actually illegal? Like it's specifically like this one thing you can't do?
It's like, it's getting late at night, right? It's, it's evening, and
Are we
it's one of
going to bet on who wins?
those- Ooh, if you want, you could race them yourselves.
Just double snipes. Thorhan, gambling, I'm in.
So, Firejolt Cafe is like the most popular place at Strixhaven. It really is. I know you guys go to I know. But it is the most place. It's the place to go to grab a tea, to go get a coffee, chat with your friends. It's
And
the
no food.
Says you. Chat with friends.
Saying that, like, the menu and only the cool kids get food.
Study among the hustle and the bustle.
That would happen to Bessie.
It's clean. It's well lit. It has newsstand. It has the lounge area. It has the study area.
Do we see anybody as we walk in that's eating food that looks like it's not from somewhere we've been?
I would make you do a perception check, but yes, you do.
Who?
Huh?
Who is it? Just some random.
Grayson.
Grayson?
Grayson sit up with a knee over his arm, leg over his arm. Sorry, let us contort real quick.
It's like
Got it.
The power of a DM.
looks over like what?
I think he has my pink slippers too. Am I in frame?
You are. Thank you,
I mean,
dislocates hip.
honestly, yeah.
I made it.
There's another NPC that like has like something similar to him. Sits down, also puts leg over arm.
It's Quigley.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Like,
This is Colton Grayson.
like looks over at somebody who's just sitting down like this, and he's like fucking.
I'm pretty sure that is actually like how his character is portrayed in the book.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give him the last name, but the quadruplets are all around Grayson
Oh.
with their knees over their
Oh.
arms.
Yeah, but Grayson's eating.
That looks super tasty, Grayson. Where did you get it from?
Oh, it's you.
Yes.
I'm glad you know it's you.
I'm glad you know it's me too.
Unfortunately, I do.
I'm not sure what's unfortunate about that.
Yeah, I know you.
Knowing people is a pretty important skill, and if you didn't, I'd be a little worried for your mental capacity.
Cool.
Whoa, you fucking got him, Grayson.
Thanks.
I was gonna see how long that took, and then come up, and then I was like, Astra goes to the counter, gets a drink, comes back, and it's still happening.
Did he though, dear? I'm not sure he did. Yes.
Don't listen to her.
Okay.
She's not a wild mare.
I'm not a what?
You're not a wild mare.
I asked that out of character because I just didn't hear you. So what is it, wild near then?
It's my family.
They seem like lovely people.
I am.
I may be changing my decision on that, but
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I was literally just waiting for this to be over.
now tell us about this delicious. What does he have in front of him?
He's got a souffle.
Oh, where did you get this souffle?
Alina.
Oh, really? That's very interesting.
Oh, you guys didn't get food because I paid her not to give you food last time. That's my bad. You guys have been looking for lunch for the last few days everywhere else. Oh, gotcha.
You say that like we don't find lunch. We have had delicious sandwiches.
Well, it worked for a while. I was able to
honey
keep you guys out.
And
but-
pepper jelly. And then there were the kebabs from Bob and Kid.
Did you get that sweet and sour pepper jelly from Starbucks? That was pretty good.
If
I
you
can't
did
stand
not,
Isla.
you really missed out.
Isla talks too much, just like this one.
Now, you wouldn't happen to own a hood and want to, like, play a prank on her?
I mean, I have a hood that's attached to my robe. Like
Yeah, and with
Oh
you,
wait,
like,
you're not wearing a robe, are you?
No, that robe is terrible. It's not bright and happy at all. It's very sad and depressing.
Hey Gracie, you want to play Mage Tower later this week?
Oh, true. They need to scrimmage. Could be on the winning side this time. With me. Come on, Tiger. I know you want it.
On your team?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
He doesn't high five back.
Yeah.
but
No.
But
Do it
back
again.
to
Do it again.
Iowa.
No, just hold your hand up.
Yeah.
But back to Isla though. You wouldn't like put your hood on really low and go up to her and like try to play a prank on her, or you try to make her go to a very dangerous place alone.
it sounds like a lot of work. No.
To believe him.
Oh, you can do it in such check.
Do you believe him? Ooh, tiny
Ooh,
dice.
I probably have absolutely no idea. Let me I'm not even sure why I'm checking. 2.
He does not seem like the person who's going to give you any information on anything. Are you like attached to Isla or something?
You can see my.
She's very
We already got a hot
lovely
beverage.
and
She's
a little
Mine
bit
is
naive,
boiling.
and so it's nice to
Aw.
help her out because
Naivety,
you know,
what's
I'm
that?
getting angry and it's just.
What?
I'm just like.
I don't understand your question. Do you not know the word naive?
I saw a little
Do I
bit.
need
It's
to
like,
get you a dictionary?
actually, yeah. Could you get me one?
You don't already have one? Because
That's
it
when you
seems like
find
if you're
something.
not very good with words, you should probably already
You
have
can just buy
one.
it. It's fine.
Why in God's name would I buy you anything?
I do
Okay,
have
I'm done with this conversation.
I do have a question, out of character.
Mhm.
Now, would our family have more money than his?
The I almost said the batatas. The wind colors.
Yeah, would the wind callers have more money than
I literally was like the batatas because I went
Hakuna Matatas.
You literally named him that. Don't shake your
Yeah,
head.
his name
It's your fault. You've done this. Yeah.
Like it was an actual thought that came to my mind. Wind callers versus the wild mirrors. God.
Would it be comparable?
It'd be comparable.
Okay.
It'd be the wild mirrors are literally like princes and like I mean they're up. They're,
Sure.
They're,
We'd be more of,
they'd be like
working
Lannisters
class.
in Game of Thrones. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like people owe them money a lot.
Well, yeah, same, but
Do they always pay their debts?
No.
much like the Lannisters.
But
Did
people
you
always
not?
pay them.
I'm gonna stick a frog in his shirt.
Nice.
Do you have a frog?
Thought we came in
We
with
just had frogs.
Didn't we come up with the frogs?
They're in the lounge. He's in the entrance. You guys haven't got to it.
Okay.
Somebody might be able to make
Hey,
you a
Grayson.
frog.
Want to go bet on frogs?
No.
Coward.
Afraid?
No. I don't see my food.
Does look good. Shows interesting belief.
I
It's
guess.
like a chocolate souffle.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I guess.
Whoops! I pour my boiling
Oh,
beverage onto
no.
his soup.
Do you
There
really?
go.
I'm mad at him about talking shit about
What
Isla.
do you,
I'm
what do
not
you
gonna-
pour? Is it so what?
Oh, so I've been doing flavor with Andrew. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've been hearing it, but
Mhm.
I've been angry, and I've been trying to keep my mouth shut because I
Gonna be a
don't know
lot
what
of
to say. 'cause
frogs.
I'm angry,
Okay.
and so my beverage that I got is boiling in my hand, and so I just am like, oops.
I've already left. I don't notice this.
It's like,
Okay.
I guess the question would be, and this is more for just future stuff and probably shenanigans.
Mhm.
So I can, as an action, channel the song of creation to create one non-magical item of your choice in an occupied space, but that would be a creature, right? That wouldn't be
What did it say?
an item.
Non-magical item, is it?
This is non-magical item.
But not like a frog.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that would be
Like a
conjuring
land train,
animals.
right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would
Rope.
be conjuring animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing with a soul, please.
Okay.
Bold of
You pour the stuff.
Just
He-
want a souffle.
Yeah. He backs up because like it comes towards him a little bit towards his lap, and he backs up in time, but it does get all over his souffle.
Are you a little scared then? Just a little bit, and I cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Was that save?
Probably.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Sure, I totally believe you.
13.
Maybe.
No.
No. Okay.
D4, right? That's 2 whole damage.
2 whole damage.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
He like scoots back, listens to you. Mage Tower, when?
When is the third practice of the week?
It's like set day
Day
7.
seven.
I think it's day 8 is your last one. But I could be
Last
wrong.
one's day 8, yeah.
Day 8. Okay, so day 8.
Day 8.
Yep, Mage Tower. I'll be there. He gets up, takes a souffle, hands it to the quad.
Curly.
Curly. That's yours now. And then just walks out.
Thank you, Grayson.
Thank you for
You
remembering
don't
me.
have to eat that. It's really gross.
Don't tell a Quicks what to do. He's 6 Alex hot.
Why would you do that? It's like mushy and like broke. It's grainy and gross. Why?
I mean, souffles
Who
aren't
pays-
chewy.
Who pays somebody not to feed people?
Right? It's pretty terrible. He seems like kind of a dick.
Who takes money to not feed people?
She seems like kind of a dick. Isla Fitzbottom. Over at Snarlbox, infinitely better.
She told us to.
I think you should start eating there and stop hanging out with that dick.
I don't hang out with Grayson.
You could hang
And
out
now
with
I
us
don't want
Just
instead.
Fassi. You're talking to Fassi right
I have no idea who.
now.
Yeah, I'm just like, I think you think you're talking to one of the Qs, which
Because she
No,
was...
I put the paper down.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't invite him to fight.
I'm literally there with you every day. What do you mean?
I was talking about the cues because he was eating the poor
Oh.
thing.
No, I put
And
the
now I'm
paper down.
confused. But you shouldn't invite him to fights because he's really a dick.
But what if I want to fight him?
That's a fair point.
There's gonna be a guy that walks over and these guys' boy. He's like, "Hey, where did Grayson go?"
Cry about it.
Fassi's done.
I think he might have disappeared up his own asshole. Again,
Why are you doing? Oh,
I
because
get it.
Asher walked
because
away.
Asher's not here.
That's a joke. Okay, it's so funny. You guys are funny. You're really funny. It's all funny. Fucking. This is so fucking embarrassing. He runs out.
It's fucking embarrassing.
The cafe's interior is clean, well lit. Its walls are decorated with the fun, cartoonish scenes animated by permanent illusion magic, like constantly changing the cartoons. There's well-known scenes and includes like a jovial frog in a wizard's hat stirring a cauldron. And then there's a dance of trio of lightning bolts with grinning faces and a raven wearing a cravat and
Nice.
sipping daintily from a cup of coffee held in one wing. The air buzzes with excitement, and the smell of coffee as you make your way towards the back of Firejolt Cafe.
I know I don't mention it a lot, but is my familiar allowed in the cafe?
Absolutely. And you duck into the lounge to witness the scene of the toads.
Mhm.
Hidden from the view of the barista station, it's kind of like in the back where the lounge is. And the lounge's central table has been kind of like haphazardly tossed out of the way in the middle of the room. And you see in the middle of the room 4 unusual toads, each glowing vibrant colors. There's a red, a blue, a violet, and an orange.
Nice.
They have been outfitted with tiny costumes.
This is the best thing I've ever heard in my life, honestly.
One wears like a makeshift cape. Another has suspenders.
Mm-hmm.
A third wears a stylish bow tie. And the fourth, a top hat. That's been perched jauntily on its head.
Who's wearing the suspenders?
The second one.
Is
I
it,
think we know what the cover art for this episode is.
what was
Yeah,
the color?
cross.
What was the color of the suspended one?
The second one is blue. So
Blue
the red. So just to be clear, the red one's wearing the cape.
Hold on, I'm
The-
actually writing this down.
You good? So
Red
red one's a
cape.
cape. The blue one's the suspenders. The violet is the bow tie.
Should go just a
And-
hair bit slower.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
I got it.
Violet is a bow tie.
Yep. And the orange is a top hat on it.
Oh, orange is my favorite.
Someone's used like chalk lines on the mark the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like essentially marking the lanes for each of the 4 toads. and they have multiple students trying to corral. Like the toads are not listening, and they're like trying to like, come on.
I'm mostly
Come on.
impressed that they got
Sanity.
suspenders on a
On
frog.
a fucking toad.
Or on a toad.
What are the suspenders attached to?
Huh?
Little tiny pants?
It's like in between their legs.
Mhm.
Yeah. So their shoulders in between legs.
What is the goal here? What are the rules?
Well, I'll get to that in a second. So they're trying to corral them, and you see Xanther Bowen, and he notices you guys. You're just in time. We're getting ready to race them. Anybody want to? We've all taken turns. Does anybody want to take over and race them?
What are the wagers we're talking about?
Well, the pot right now is 30 gold.
Yes.
Wait, do you actually
Yeah.
get on the toad?
No, these are
No,
these are
no, it's a
small
little
toads.
toad.
That's what I thought.
Your
I'm
job is to like while they're like walking through the lanes, like coaching them, like come on, follow me. Like you're
Is it
literally
like
like
a
coaching.
group
Oh yeah,
event or a
Faerun's
single
good at that,
person
I think.
Is it a single person or a group event?
Everyone bets on who's gonna win.
Yeah, you can bet on who's gonna win. There's a basic pot of 30 plus whatever you guys add to it, right?
The reason why I ask what the rules are is you can encourage them. Do you
With
can
your
you
voice?
can you not use magic? Can you use?
Oh, very very good question. So there's so Xanther's like, oh, no magic. But what you can do is you can encourage, like you can coach, right? So we need 4 coaches. You can cheer 4 to coaches, kind of inspire them, if you will, or you can. What I've been doing is antagonizing the other coaches and distracting them.
My man.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? Anybody want to do anything?
I'm antagonizing.
I'll coach a frog.
Coaching,
I'll coach a frog.
coaching, antagonizing.
I'll coach a frog.
So 3 coaches, and then you.
Well, actually, if you're coaching a frog, Faerun will inspire you to coach a
Okay,
frog.
so inspiring, you're doing the antagonizing, coaching. So the other 2 that will be coaching is going to be Greta and Xanther. Okay.
Oh, I like them.
You can like someone and still take their money.
Oh yeah.
No. I don't feel bad about the money.
Oh,
I
the
feel bad about what I'm
antagonist.
gonna do.
I feel
It's
bad for what's in
To
his
be fair,
mouth.
I will
Who's
say
gonna
this:
yell at them?
everybody in this room is your guys' friends. So
Yeah.
this is like Xanther, Greta, Thorhan's here, Ragdor's here, like the people that you guys like. It's a very like competitive. You can be competitive with friends.
Okay,
You know?
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like be like, good luck, Greta. It's so good to hang out with you. I'm not gonna be nice.
What do you mean?
All
We're on the
bets
same
are
team
off.
together, right?
Competition.
Oh, you're racing?
Oh no, I'm antagonizing.
That's really scary.
But don't take any of it personally. It's
I
just
don't
a
think
game.
I don't think I can wrestle while I do this.
No, it's okay.
So what does antagonizing mean then?
It means I'm gonna make it so you don't beat my sister.
So you're gonna beat me up?
Yes.
Oh fuck. Alright.
Oh, actually.
And I go to Xanther
do
too.
I
I'm like, no
antagonize
hurt feelings.
though? Could be
But I'm
kind of
going
fun.
balls to the wall.
Okay. So this is gonna happen. Who's my if you're an antagonizer or a person who's like trying to inspire them, right? You're gonna roll a give me what do you want to do? No, give me what you got.
Okay.
I hate you.
I'm thinking I actually want to antagonize because I feel like it would be more.
Faerun's an antagonizing person?
I don't think so. I don't.
Yeah, I looked at my skills and I was like, oh.
I don't know what my what.
Well, I'm
skills of mine
imagining it's
really
deception,
go
intimidation,
into, but I was
right?
like, coaching sounds
For
right.
like antagonizing,
Uh-huh.
it'd probably be deception.
This
Faerun's
sounds
really good at both of those.
Coaching is the closest thing I could think of that would be like, oh, that's an intelligence-based thing. Coaching, yeah, okay.
Can
We'll
you
see.
do both? Inspire a coach and antagonize other coaches?
Stretching it.
That's fine,
I would say just choose one of the rules. Yeah.
Obviously, I will choose the violet one.
Okay, so you got violet, alright. What are you taking? There's red, blue, orange.
Red.
Red, okay. So you get the red cape, you get the superhero.
Yes, I do.
Alright.
Because kids
Okay.
make people speak.
All right, final verdict. I think I'm gonna antagonize because I think it would be hilarious.
Okay, Xanther's gonna take red and Greta's
Wait.
gonna take orange.
I took red.
Oh, you took red?
Yeah, you
But
said
they
super
said
So
good.
as you go to red, Xanther's like, I've been using that one all day. Alright, I'll do blue.
Does Red look at him longingly?
Yeah. There's that sad moment where it's like,
Oh wait, which front
Oh,
did
and
you
I'm
pick?
In the arms of
The cave?
Yeah.
go to your nearest humane society.
Yeah.
But seriously, do that.
I picked up a kitten out of the trash, and now it's just
Or do
fucking
that.
lives
That's
here.
also a good thing too.
It just fucking
It's
lives
true.
with me now.
That's not a bit.
Literally just
His name's Orion.
He's baby.
He's a little ginger nightmare,
Nice.
but he's legitimately one of the sweetest cats I've ever had.
He's baby.
He's so sweet. Anyway,
All right, so red, violet, Xanther's blue, and Greta's gonna be orange.
I've named him Jimothy.
Timothy, name for yours? Xanther looks over you. It's a good name. It's a good name.
Jim.
Harmon.
His name was Billy.
Billy Harmon.
I like that. I'll
Billy.
take that. It's the first time you ever see Xanther look really serious because there's always a smile on his face. It's like, his name is Billy.
His name is Billy.
I named it.
His name is Billy Harmon Winning Frogman.
That was-
Xanther.
Oh,
Go-
sorry.
No, go ahead. No, do your thing.
No, it's-
Please, please. Your time is more important.
Okay, yes. Farah does want to play a little inspiring song for Cotton Candy and her coaching ability.
It is technically not magic.
It is not magic, so therefore, what do you do?
Oh, and she just does like a little like. She probably like.
What's the piratey music on?
Yeah, she kind of does that, but like gives a little bit more flair to
Okay.
like inspire. Just getting into the vibe.
Okay, so you get the inspiration. Just, you
Which
know.
is a 6 now?
Yes.
Okay.
How much is that?
It starts at 6, I think. Good. All right, I need my people who are antagonizing. So you only 2 antagonists, right?
Yeah.
I need you to roll. What are you rolling? What are you doing? And I'll tell you what you're rolling.
I'm gonna go into Xanther's. No, I'm gonna go into Xanther's eye line.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stare at him until he makes eye contact with me, and I'm gonna go.
Oh no!
It's a toad. What the fuck? What? Go ahead and roll. Intimidation.
What's the ante?
It's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Oh god!
So he's just like, Crystal, it'll be okay. I promise, I'll be with you, Crystal.
Crystal? I'm writing that down.
Auntie is gonna be 10 gold.
Oh my
10
god.
gold. Okay.
Toads are hot.
We're fucking going to this one. Let's go, boys.
Toads hopping.
All right.
More than I made this week. Shit.
And only you 2 have the ante, just to
Yeah.
be clear. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way,
So
did
it's
you
50 in the gold.
say what you did
50 in the pot
for
right now.
the?
No, not yet.
Yeah. So I got yours. So Xanther has disadvantage on the animal handling. Who are you targeting? First of all, that's what I need to know.
Xanther already got it, so
There's Greta, Cotton, and Astra.
I'm gonna target Astro.
Oh, this is where friendships die. Allegiances are made.
I knew I was gonna get that right.
Oh, it's
What are you doing?
She's gonna deceive, and she's gonna say, "But he has a red cape. Like, how can he lose? He's not gonna lose. He doesn't lose."
Ash is gonna flick the platinum piece into the pot.
Okay.
I
Oh,
cannot
platinum.
believe-
So I need an insight check to see if it affects you. And is that performance? I guess.
Oh, I thought it was more.
Was that deception?
Was it? Well, can it? Is it performance?
I did a performance. You are like this idea of making a big show out of it.
cannot
Is it
believe-
what are you trying to do? You're trying to intimidate
I wouldn't
me?
say intimidation.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was. It's
Like
I'm
that was
trying
clear
to.
intimidation. But
Yeah, I was just trying to be like, look at the frog with the cape. Like, it's gonna win. Like,
Persuasion?
it's a super
Persuasion, actually. Persuasion is a very good way of looking at it.
Persuasion.
That's true.
I like how we're ignoring Greta, who probably has an actual animal handling skill.
You know, I thought about it.
But poor Greta's gone through a lot.
I know she's gone through so much, and Xanther's already gotten one, and
Sure.
I'm not gonna target the person.
She already has a couple bad memories about frogs.
Yeah, in my notes, I literally put from the you guys beat the blows giant nose with extra help. Not much from poor Greta.
Yeah.
Oh, natural one didn't work.
Extra-
Oh, and I rolled well too.
Okay.
Yeah, I did want to do something. Would have been fun. But
Oh,
All right, so you do not have to have disadvantage. Now I need you guys to roll animal handling checks.
Just use that roll instead.
You can do this, little frog. I believe in you. I take out the matching frog guero that I have and go. And I roll horribly.
No.
It was close to a natural 20.
Oh shit!
Why not?
All right, anybody 20 or higher? 15 or higher.
15.
Okay, so there's gonna be three. There's gonna be three of these, right? In the lead currently is what was the name? Billy
Billy Harmon.
Billy Harmon. Billy Harmon's in the lead, followed by Crystal, which is Xanthus.
Mhm.
What'd you get?
9.
9. Okay.
That's actually what I rolled.
Then Jiminy in third place currently.
I wrote Jimothy.
Is it Jimothy?
Jimothy.
Jimothy.
Jimothy. And then in fourth place currently is Sasha.
Sasha.
That's Greta's right?
Greatest. Yep. All right. Roll again.
Look it.
It's true. I'm going to luck it. That's better. Alright, I'm going to mark down a luck point.
What else are you gonna use it for today?
Literally
When
true, though.
do we trigger doing more?
Now.
Oh, now?
Yep.
Oh.
I have the preliminary.
Oh, so
rolls.
you do 2 rolls and then another round of harassing?
Yep.
And inspiring?
Yep.
Okay.
It's funny.
I noticed you try to psych out.
Who's inspiring cotton candy? Is anybody inspiring her at all? Okay. Farrah's gonna inspire.
The only person who's getting inspired right now is Greta.
It's like, come on,
It's Ragdor.
come on, Billy
We're
Harmon,
sticking together.
you're a superhero.
All right. Would you and 15 or higher?
17.
17.
18.
18.
Billy Harmon, I can't.
Okay.
I'm going to intimidate Cotton Candy.
Cotton candy.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'm inspiring cotton candy, so we'll see how this goes.
Combative.
Yeah. Let's do combative between you two. What are you guys doing? Just so I know too.
I am.
Was it persuasion or performance?
Depends
Like
on
a
what you
little
do, right?
I guess it's like a rip roaring, like, yeah, come on, you can do it, Billy Harmon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Performance is good.
Okay.
I go up into Cotton Candy's thing and I go, do you really want to see Astra when she loses? It's ugly.
Okay. And what do you do?
You get to see that.
I'm yelling loudly and rip roaring to inspire the frog and inspire Cotton Candy to, despite the intimidation, persevere.
Okay. What's your rolls?
Depends on what you're giving me.
Intimidation for you.
Intimidation? Non-natural 20.
Okay.
Oh man, I got a 17.
17. Okay. You have disadvantage
On the second roll that I already rolled.
on the next roll, the third
Okay.
and final roll.
Oh no.
So
I tried.
it was a 17 from you and an 18 from you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. First place is still currently Billy Harmon.
Sure.
Second place is now Jimothy. Then, my gosh, Sasha has moved into third.
Oh.
And Crystal has moved into fourth. Alright, final roll. Disadvantage for you.
I believe in you, little dice. Just roll 2 20s. That's all you gotta
Luck.
do.
Luck.
Ready? Set. 2 20s.
Actually, not too bad.
It's not looking great.
15 or higher. Ooh. Okay. Finishing in second place is Sasha. Came
Wow.
From fourth all the way to second.
Wow. It's funny.
10 to 15.
11.
11. Finishing in first place is going to be you.
Nice!
Whoa!
You said a 9. You end up in third, and Xanthur's Crystal stays in fourth.
Sorry, gets 50 gold.
Yeah.
And
You see
wow.
Xanthur looking over you.
Billy Harmon, rue the day.
You missed Billy.
Rue the day.
Well, so there's animal handling, there's intimidation, What's the other thing I could have done?
So the animal handling was only for the racers, the
Sure.
coachers. But there was persuasion, there was performance you could do, intimidation, as well as deception. Could have been done too, in a way. Yeah.
Not really good at any of that.
Yes. So you went for 50 gold pieces.
Which is really only 40 because I put 10 in.
All right, let me take 10 out of mine.
After the race ends, the 4 toads, they start to belch strangely and their eyes turn red.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Oh, cool.
As you do.
This next race is going to be really cool.
As you and the other students look on, the toads suddenly grow into 4 giant toads.
I really don't like this
Oh,
now.
no.
Shredding their makeshift costumes like a fucking Hulk.
No! They got
And
her.
furiously lashing out at the crowd. You see a tongue knock Ragdor out a window.
Really hard? No.
Timothy, what the fuck?
Why would you do that?
Faerun starts to grab his staff, and immediately a tongue knocks him out the second window, outside the lounge.
Oh no!
There stands Greta, picks up her hammer, rushes in, and the toad holds onto her. She's in the grapple. So Greta held by the hammer in hand, giant toad holding on. You see Xanther. At this moment, Xanther's like getting some of the other kids out of the room, turns to you, his eyes light on fire. His hair just starts to emblazon more and more. No movement from outside the windows. They seem unconscious. That's a pretty far drop, actually. We're gonna pick this up next time.
Bitch!
Oh no.
So,
Not the frogs. Are they toads?
next time we solve the toad puzzle.
Another one.
Another toad puzzle.
I do not like toads.
I'm mad. I'm back.
That was fun. Alright. Well, we got through pretty much our day 1 of classes. The way things are going, I feel like we're in a good pace for finishing this next 10-day session, depending on how this fight goes if you survive. Anyways, with that being said, I want to say thank you to Strixhaven because it's such a great university. It really is. You know, it gives us a chance to be attacked by toads. But in all seriousness, Sirenscape music is awesome. I got to do the pirate theme. I've been wanting to do the pirate theme for a little bit, so it's kind of fun to do the because it has like a carnival-esque feel to it and the dancey vibe. So that was kind of cool to do. The other really cool thing I thought about Sirenscape was the moments where you mentioned when I was playing the Pastoral, like this feels like school time. And it really does feel like the Fire Emblem Three Houses or that sensation of Final Fantasy VIII that Andrew and I were talking about with Squall and all that good stuff. But overall, thank you to Sirenscape. The music's awesome. We love using it, and we hope that you guys use it too. With that being said, we also have some people we want to thank. We want to say thank you to Hypertech for our outro music. Just want to kind of, if you see them on, we're at SoundCloud is where we can find some Hypertech stuff. You guys might know a little bit more about some other places we can find Hypertech.
Also some Spotify stuff.
Spotify stuff as well, right? A lot of EDM, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
right? Dice down, dice down.
No. Mouse down.
Mouse down, mouse down.
Wow. That's what you get for taking this highfalutin tech stuff to our pen and paper Dungeons and Dragons game.
Well, Hypertech spent a lot of very quick getting us all our stuff, and also has been working on the spookier version of what we're going to be doing for Curse. Should we, real quick, I want to say, first of all, thanks to Justin Plant for the intro music. I love it. I gave him a lot of, this is what I want. He was like, I got you. But I wanted to give Andrew some time. Did you want to announce something that's coming soon
Yes.
to a table near you?
Well, we all were so excited about Spelljammer. And John and I kind of did a mental rock, paper, scissors on
My dog
Go Girls.
Scarjo is really excited about
Yeah,
it.
it's going to be a lot of fun. And so I'll be DMing for the first time starting in the podcast a Spelljammer session, but heavily influenced by the Yggdrasil life tree, lots of Norse themes. It's going to be a little less serious than the Pillars of Creation campaign. It's going to be a bit more loose. There's going to be a lot of maybe a bit too many like crazy things going on, but it'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that.
We have no impulse control.
Yeah, we have created our characters already, and we're very, very excited to start showing the art for them and start showing all that kind of stuff. So
It's essentially going to be Pirates meets the Enterprise.
yeah, Pirates, Enterprise,
Less pirates, more Vikings.
more Viking. Yeah.
Boldly going.
You're gonna boldly go into some shit. It's gonna be great.
So we're excited about that. Stay tuned on our Twitter and
Twitter and our Instagram and our Patreon and our Facebook page.
which we got to update soon. We got to put Facebook on it. So yeah, Scarjo, I love you too. So we'll get the Facebook stuff up there as well, and we will get everything out as soon as we can, as soon as the art is ready to go and stuff like that. Other than that, please keep looking at our Mac Mondays, Tavern Tuesdays,
World Building Wednesday.
World Building Wednesdays,
Thirsty Thursday. Fun Fact Friday. Sorcery Saturday. And Sub Sunday, where we thank all the fantastic people who follow us on all of our different, accounts and platforms and things.
It's like you're just a social media person or something.
You have kind of fallen into that role. Yeah.
Some people are born for it. What was that? What was this?
It's a heart.
The heart.
It's a weird heart.
That's not a heart.
really
The long heart.
You're throwing up gang signs.
pussy. It's
You
pussy.
usually this is a heart, like with your hand.
Wow. Hate everything that's
Can
happened
we
just
make a
now.
heart
Thank
with
you.
our hands together?
We're
Thank
not
you.
ridiculous.
It doesn't really work. There we go.
Gosh, we don't have chemistry, Kat.
Chemistry.
I'll show you fucking All right, so
The bismuth callback.
I did say a bismuth callback, but I didn't do a bismuth fun fact. I just said the word bismuth.
I made him fun facts.
and now that we have been sufficiently, I could always have more, but derailed.
Fun fact from bismuth.
Can we roll yet?